You're listening to virtual interactive chat like you've never heard before. We are discussing issues from both sides of the political spectrum every night. Join us as we take on the two-party system.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this is an on-the-move kind of show here. Yeah, I am here right now giving you a broadcast from a high-speed connection somewhere in the U.S. Yes, I'm David Sponheim. Hello. And this is America's Third Party. Welcome. Yes, let's get in the show. We've got a couple viewers over there at Vaughn. Welcome. Yeah. I'm headed high speed. Yeah, let's do it. We've got a high-speed connection. Took me a while to get it, but I'm up and running, and this is the show. The show goes on. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome, viewers over at iVlog. We got a Conspiracy Monday night tonight. Wearing my black shirt from the FEMA camp, outside of a FEMA camp located somewhere in the United States. Yeah. Good evening. Hi, Hot Rails. Hi, Bengalitis. Reptoid. Welcome. Ann, you're in. Sunstar's here. Hi. Taking time. How you doing? Colonel Sanders. Wow. Yep. Only you can do it. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I can tell you, getting up and running and doing a show is maximum importance, and having communications is really important too. So we've got, I've got connectivity. Sarah's not here right now, but I'm going to call her during the show and contact her, see how she's doing. I don't get those things, Head, so don't post them here, so I can't comment on something like that. Yeah. This is how I see David Sponheim coming to us live, but from a Iron Man underground unit, Iron Man 2. I see you're in here trying to post links there, Politics for Dummies. Hey, Scissor Fight. Welcome. Hey, welcome to the mobile show. It's on an integrated webcam, so I'm using whatever I can here. Let me take care of something. Yeah. I think I've got the ability to close doors here. How about that? Push button efficiency. I'm here in the Mobile Travel Center, and we are up and running. Gosh, this is great. Yeah, we've got a light on me. I've got some visuals. Yeah, I'm not sure what that image is, so let me take a look here. Hang on. Okay, that was weird. I'm starting up the mobile service unit. Hang on. There we go. Huh. Let me get a different camera here. Hang on. We're going to a backup camera. Yeah, I realize this is kind of on the fly here. Hang on. There we go. Let's bring in an extra camera. That was a bad angle. There we go. Okay, this should be better. Huh. All right. Okay. Okay, let's bring in another camera. Adding source. There we go. Okay, thank you. Whoa. Whoa. I think I like the other camera better. Okay. Oh, that's even worse. Okay. I guess we won't be bringing another camera. Yeah, we're going to try to do the banana cam here. That's a little close. Okay. This is what a mobile setup is all about, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, that's just not the right angle. Okay, let's see if we can get something else here. You're 100% male. Oh, that's a good angle. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let me see if I can drop out of this camera for a second. Bring you this camera right there. Hi, guys. You have a Kung Fu kick? Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at this other option. Instead of the Logitech, I'm going to use that, remove it, and I'm going to open up another program called Logic. That should give me better color control over that camera. Yeah, this is an upgrade to Logitech's recent. It took them 20 years to upgrade, but yeah, hang on. Yeah, this is the banana cam. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a big banana. Yeah, we're going to try to take a look at that in just a second. Hang on. A banana is out. I know. Hang on. There we go. Let's see if we can see this. Yeah, we are on the fly. We're going to be taking a look at politics tonight, but I have to get my my visuals under control here. So let me do that. Wow. Well, oh my gosh. This is great. Yeah. How about that? Wow. Wow, this is wild. I don't think I've ever done a camera from this angle before. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. We'll do 2 cameras. All right. There we go. Okay, everybody, we're in business. Hello. Yeah. Okay, so we've got this camera and we got that camera. That's right. Okay, so what's happening in the news? Has anyone checked out Antifa is planning acid attacks on DC, free speech rally? No kidding. Is that real? Seriously? Oh man, really? Okay. How do you like the visual? Isn't this great? Kamala Harris' dad says she humiliated their family. Grandparents are turning in their graves. I heard the same story. She smoked marijuana, and she's been very outright disturbing to their family members. And recently, lying about being bussed as a child. That's just ridiculous. We don't have Larry in demand right now, Hot Rails. Not tonight. You're going to have to rest that. I'm in the middle of getting my Wi-Fi hookup. Video looks fine. Great. I'm going to move a banana first. Yeah, thank you. I'm not wearing a wig. Boy, I'll eat the rotten part too. Andrew Yang said MSNBC cut down his mic during the debate. Oh, isn't that too bad? And I've been censored for 10 years? Boy, poor baby. Do you use solar? Yeah, I talk a lot about it. I use solar everywhere I go. I'm on a backup power system in case, I run into problems like we had earlier. Let's get this light right on me. Wow. Let me drop my brightness. Yeah, that's just too much light. There we go. That's better. That's still too much light. I'm gonna go with indirect lighting, I guess. Whoa, hang on. I thought that was clipped in. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, well, I thought that was going to be good, but I'm getting some... That's a little better, yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, we got this under control. I'm trying to make it happen in a big way. And I really can't, afford to ignore anyone here in the show, so... Use solar, yeah, let's see, Harbor Freight Flight, yes, a Harbor Freight light is too bright, yeah. Please suggest the best investment of the next 5 years. My father says gold, my mother says Vanguard, large cap funds. Your thoughts, sir? Sure. Vanguard took a hit in the subprime debacle pretty hard. I knew some people that lost about $60,000 on their investments. Yeah. So I'm going to go with your dad and say gold. It's moving up, and it will move up even more as time goes on. Yeah, I just couldn't be, Kamala Harris using the race card against Joe Biden, I thought that was really cheap. Well, I'm not an Elvis fan. I'm not using peanut butter. I'm just eating a banana that's pretty much dust. Because I noticed it was on the way out, so I wanted to eat it. We're in the car, don't worry about it. I heard Trump is hanging out with brutal dictators as usual. What else is new? Hey, is it okay if I throw this out the door? It's biodegradable. There we go. End of story. Banana peels are good for foliage at certain locations, especially FEMA camps. Well, I just had my banana. It was good. Yeah. Hey, I hope the audio's okay. Everything's looking good. This show is going to keep going no matter what, as you know, and nothing's going to stop me from broadcasting at any time, any place, anywhere. Guadalajara experienced an unexpected heavy hailstorm early Sunday, coating highways and streets with up to 5 feet of ice. Are you serious? Well, this is climate change, isn't it? But it's caused by chemtrails. And the Democrats and Republicans refuse to talk about that stuff. So welcome to Conspiracy Monday, everyone. As you know, our show has been ongoing for some time against all odds, and there's nothing that keeps us motivated besides people being paid to stop me. Now, the people paying Mark to stop me, big bucks. He's made millions of dollars. The people who have done that really think that they're somehow going to turn me away and make me go away because maybe my viewership is down or whatever, Mark is paying a lot of you people lots of money, and you're all committing felonies. Every one of you is at the very least is committing a Class C felony, violating election law, free access to the internet, freedom of speech, and protection of my rights against equal protection of my rights. It's a felony to dox anybody or to actually attack somebody or to prevent me equal access to the electoral process, which Mark is doing. Yeah, so it's at the very least you'll be served a Class C felony for all that you've done. He's saying not to worry. He doesn't expect me to win. I will definitely be winning one day or another. It's just a question of when and how. What you're doing is wrong, and you're going to be charged with crimes for it, all of you. Now, my big concern is that you think that it's perfectly okay to attack a guy and keep a guy from doing a show. You think it's perfectly okay for everybody, to target my show and no one else's. And you don't realize that this is actually an abridgment of my freedoms at every level, and I'll be prosecuting each and every one of you. Now, I'm not making threats here. I'm making promises to every one of you, kind of like, it's a promise that I'm not in any way going to be able to back up unless I'm president. So as long as I'm not president, you have nothing to worry about. But when I become president, you're all in the shit house. And I mean that. Every one of you who's attacked me are going to be targeted by every agency I can pull together. FEC is one of them, Federal Election Commission. But I'll be doing everything I can to go after the people who've been trying to stifle this third party from growing. I'm not kidding either. Now, anyone who's made a lot of money, or any money for that matter, trying to attack our show and dox us is going to be facing the wrath of Dave when time comes. Now, as I said earlier, as long as I'm not president, you probably have nothing to worry about. But when I become president, you're all in the shit house. That's right. All right, on a brighter note, since we can just talk as average people now, I'm not going to accuse you of anything. Many of you trolls have realized how great the show is. And because of that simple fact, we keep doing it. We're not going to stop because some rich people think it's okay to shut us down. In fact, that's a motivation for me to do it even more. I am the person who's driven not by material greed, like Donald Trump and all the Democrats that are standing in front of you. I'm a person who's driven by a solid commitment to truth, justice, and the American way. Hi, Daryl. How are you? Let me see if I can make a call to Sarah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm calling her.
You are roaming. To call your mobile carrier or any other phone number, purchase a calling pin by pressing 1 now. To make a collect call to a mobile phone.
Okay, I'm roaming, so I must be in the Tules, and I really am, so I'll wait till see if she text messages me. Okay, so back to this. No, I'm not a hostage. I'm doing the show because I have to. Yeah. It's an amazing stream. It's going very well. I didn't expect it to be going this well. I'm almost thinking of broadcasting on multiple streams, but as you know, I can only record our broadcasts. Yep. So. Let's see if I can make a. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not happening. Huh. It seems like text messaging should come simple, you know. Add a subject, insert contacts, delete. As you know, I don't use a cell phone very often, and this is pretty obvious. I only use a cell phone for emergencies, so I'm going to pass on that and take on the bigger problem of just doing the show, okay? Yeah, as much as I'd like, but I will leave it open in case she calls me. It's easy for me to do that, except I don't text very often. So, no, if you're being completely honest, I had to do the show because Sarah is indisposed right now. She's in a hotel room that we had to secure. And because I couldn't do the show, she's setting up her bed, and she's taking a break from a road trip. Because I couldn't do the show from the hotel room because their download speed was like 1 megabyte per second, I had to go to a location that had 100 megabytes per second download and 10 megabyte per second upload. So that's the status of where I'm at right now, just so you know. All right? It's not like I'm trying to brag or complain. I'm just trying to tell you this is what's happening. Sarah bought a Starbucks today, and I'm having some of her Starbucks. Yeah, that was good. The camera's sitting on the other. Let me see if I can get the camera over here. There we go. Now I can drink my coffee. Now we were visited by my cat, so my cat's here too. Yeah, she was out. So she's at the hotel. We had to jump out of one hotel. It was a dive with 2 megabyte download speed, only to go to another hotel, which was also, it was okay. It was better though. And they don't take pets, so the cat stays with me in the car, just so you know. Yeah, and And the thing that bothers me is that, I can't even reach her by cell phone because I'm in a remote area of the country. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be able to connect, which means I can probably do a text message to her. I'm not sleeping in the car. No, I'm going to meet her at the hotel. I refuse to do that. So, yeah. I refuse to break hotel rules. No, the cat is very comfortable. We keep her in the mobile travel center. I have an ionizer in here for her, and she gets all the benefits of getting her cat bowl and her box, and I have a cat box, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. And she's trained to stay in the car, so if we open the door on a turnpike or something, she doesn't jump out or anything. She's such a cool cat. I can't tell you. So if any gang members come up and do a drive-by shooting and shoot me here, and don't worry, I had a good life, and I got to tell people what my message was. Okay, just in case I do get blown away during the show. No, well, I carry weapons, but you never know. I mean, drive-bys can happen through open windows, especially when my acrylic bulletproof glass is sitting open. I need a little air. It's to breathe. I don't want to comment about where I am because that would give away my location. And I wouldn't want you to know where I am. LA woman's gonna be. Come on, baby, light my fire. As a general comment, I must say, work is much more enjoyable when drunk. Wow. You sound like you're becoming an alcoholic, Head Keith. Head Keith. It's like Heath Ledger. Are you a spy for Russia? No. In fact, I'm the guy who's exposing Russia's connection. No, I'm not out of my mind, buddy. We know that Mark is blocking a lot of people. iBlog has been paid to stop me. Mark paid them to turn guest chat off about a month and a half ago. You think I'm kidding? I had over 38 guest chatters in the room, and I had one guy from Thailand reaching me. This is not a conspiracy theory. I have proof. And he literally had to go with a briefcase with cash, get into buy a phone, a flip phone, that he then contacted me through the text messaging because it was an open guest chat because anybody could get into it at one point. This is like a month and a half ago, and now not one of you can get in because during that show we went from 38 guests down to one guest. They blocked that person from Thailand. They were sending me an important message from one of the princesses there, and they risked their life. I could show you the text message, but it would take me too long to access the file. Yeah. So they were trying to reach me through the guest chat system, and then all of a sudden, all guest chat dropped off. Then they went to, you have to sign in to become a guest, and people all around the world are trying to get in and couldn't. This show is heavily censored across the globe. I'm not making that up. You think I'm out of my mind? You have no idea. I have been doing this for 10 and a half years. Believe me, I know what censorship is. I've got the same number of subscribers on YouTube that I had 9 years ago. Tell me how that's possible after doing 20,000 hours of broadcasting and telling people to go to my YouTube site. Oh, you figured out I was on Victoria Island? Wow, you're smart. Gee, I better move now. I don't do feet cams on our show. And because this is a real event, Conspiracy Monday is going to take its own dimension tonight, including all the special camera work I've already done. As you can see, I've got trick cameras running in all directions. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. I know. He won't be coming back until I will agree to no. Tell Misanthropy that I welcome cynical apathetics into the room. But remember, we're here for people that want to change their government, not sit around and complain about how stupid people are. Now, Brian Babon says, I remember when Mark offered me $250,000 to troll your show for 3 hours. I told him to get the hell out of here. Thank you, Brian. We've got a testimonial over here in Vaughan that Mark offered him $250,000 to troll me for 3 hours. I'm not kidding. Mark is floating in cash. Mark went on vacation because he's floating in cash. He has a regular room. He purchased a suite at the Wynn Hotel in Vegas. He regularly flies over there. He regularly flies over Vegas. You know, if Trump called me right now, I'm not kidding. If Trump called me and said, David, you know, we've got a lot of, you know, we've heard a lot of bad things you've been saying about me, but I need a guy with your intelligence and your direction, your drive to be my vice president. Would you accept? I would accept. On one caveat. Yeah, one caveat. That he doesn't ask me to pardon him after the crimes that he's done come forward. Yeah, I won't do what Gerald Ford did with Richard Nixon. Mark does not drive a cheap ass car. He drives a Bugatti. You're out of your mind. This guy is loaded cash-wise. He's got millions of dollars. Mark has, according to one person, made nearly $900 million censoring our show. You people are watching the real deal, the legend, the living legend of David Sponheim right now in real time. And this guy, Mark, has been paid by ultra elitists who know that I could easily beat any Democrat or Republican on the ticket right now if I wanted to, if I had any kind of coverage whatsoever. You can call it hearsay, you call it whatever you want. 900 million is a lot of bucks, and Mark has it. Yeah. He wouldn't have it in his name. And how would you know, Hot Rails? You don't even know anything. You don't know Mark. You're just lying and saying he drives an average car just to spike the conversation. Nice try, buddy. Yeah. David, I will make a call. You go ahead. Tell Trump I'm open to discussing a Trump-David Sponheim ticket. Absolutely. I would be a fool not to. I'm a very reasonable person, but I'm not a liar, cheater, or in any way a thief. Now, that could be Trump's domain. I'm the guy who will pick up the slack if Trump decides to, you know, not be a president to our country for some reason. But since the Democrats aren't going to pursue impeachment, we might as well not worry about that. No, I haven't quit on you last 4 days. No, I only took 2 days off. I was on the show from Monday through Friday of last week, and I took a Saturday off, and I'm back on Monday. I've never taken more than a Saturday off, a couple Saturdays. Thank you, Hog Slammer. Except I'm not into your transgender addiction. Yeah, I think a lot of you are beginning to listen to the stories that Mark is pitting. Portland is not safe. No, I've heard people from Portland, Oregon that tell me that bag people are completely taken off the streets with all their belongings sitting there, and they are never seen again. I think we got a real serious problem with the government takeover, just like Hitler was doing in Germany. I think we're right at the throes of that. I'm the best chance you have of bringing honesty back into government. And I'm not bragging nor complaining. I'm telling you the truth. Moscovium? Do I really need to read what Moscovium is all about? Symbol MC, Russian and American Science Joint Institute of... Well, that's just too much to look into right now. Can I research Moscovium later? Thanks. It's not just the Nazi Democrats, it's the Nazi Republicans. You see, they're using the two-party system against the American people, dividing us. And if you haven't figured that out, you're a little dense. All right. You guys can be gay all you want. I don't care. I'm just not here to support the LGBTQ movement. All right. Now, it troubles me that I can't seem to get a text message to Sarah, so I'm going back into my phone for a second to try to do that. You'll have to bear with me for a second. Okay, so I just want to text somebody here. Yeah, it seems rather odd, but, I really don't need to text her. She knows that I'm coming back. Hi, Sarah. It's Dave. Hi, Sarah. It's David. I'm here just doing a show, and I'll be with you in about 3 hours. Thank you. Well, that's good. It does voice-to-text conversion. It's not special. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm having some issues with my texting. I think everybody my age has difficulty with texting. So I'm going to clear my messaging. Oh, two. Great. There we go. I got past the tough part, which is finding out where I'm sending it. Now I've got to get the number, the numerical pad. Okay, I got that. Hi, got a good connection. Okay. Oh, yeah. Got a good connection. Hang on. I kind of like that speaking feature too. That's nice. See you later. Okay. Let's see if this works. Good. All right. Okay, I sent her a sex message. I sent her a text message. I wasn't sexting, but a lot of people do that nowadays. Like Jeff Bezos. You know that he has a picture of his penis out there? I know. It's a guy who's in charge of our NSA servers, rack servers that have Chinese chips in them. Hey, you're going to have to be terminated from the show there, buddy. You really think you can attack me? I got him. Don't worry. Yeah, it turns out that David, are you and Biden the same age? No, I'm a 59. Biden's what, 73 or something? Yeah, I look a lot like Biden though. I see your point. I could play Biden if I just shaved off my head and put a few hair plugs in. Yeah, I could actually act like Biden if you want me to. But I don't touch little kids or anything like that like he does. Sounds good. Okay, she text messaged me. Yay. Cool. Isn't that cool? I just had a text alert from Sarah. Isn't that awesome? No, I don't want to take my hair off and put hair plugs in and look like a pervert. I don't want to be like Biden. If Donald Trump wants to beat Biden, get me on board as the VP. Absolutely. I agree. I'm more than willing to accept Donald Trump's belief that he has no involvement with the Russians, even though I know he does. Yeah, I mean, I can take Donald Trump on face value and just say, oh, sure. Yeah, you have no involvement with anybody. Yeah. Well, he won 2016, but Jimmy Carter just said that it was an illegal race. And according to Jimmy Carter, well, I definitely think that the race was illegal. It's not a legal race. The 2016 election was not properly. Russia did influence Donald Trump, and it was definitely illegal. East Coast streaming? No, what I'm doing is actually a show from it's kind of a movie theater area. It's shielded. I'm behind a building. I'm behind a building next to a FEMA camp. So we've got a lot of shade in the back. No, I'm not into C-type batteries because we don't do those kinky things that you people obviously do and are ashamed of and guilty and will probably live in constant guilt the rest of your life and go to church repenting for your evil ways. No, I think Jimmy Carter is one of the best presidents we've had. You know that people who drove 55 on the highway saved like 5 to 10% gas. Yeah. Back when Jimmy Carter was president, he had a 55 mile per hour speed limit. Isn't that funny? Now everyone drives 100. I know you have more than that. You have a fleshlight that uses C batteries as well. No, Clinton was bad because he did bad things, and we'll never know how much he's done because there's so many things he's covered up. You know that here's a conspiracy theory for you. The Edward R. Murrow building in the Oklahoma City bombing. Well, there were 3 people they were searching for during that time period, you know. Not just Terry Nichols and, Timothy Big Bay. They were looking for a third person, and then all of a sudden they stopped looking for that third person. It was 2 days. 2 days. You get that wrong. 2 days. I'm going to mute you because you're behaving very inappropriately, Isla Fries. Thank you. Anyway. Well, I drive the speed limit because I don't want hot cops to pull me over. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? Well, I can see you at this camera too. Don't kid yourself. I can look at here, I can look there. Well, I definitely think that the election was rigged, and Donald Trump won illegally, and we've got to have another election. Frankly, I would vote for Jimmy Carter right now over Donald Trump, even at his age. That doesn't mean I wouldn't make a good vice president to Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean, I need a way in somehow, and obviously censoring me in the mainstream media has been their one way, but it's not helping them with a world audience that's watching our live remote broadcast from my car behind the FEMA camp. Well, I'm not worried about it, so we're good. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the fact is, I drive at a mobile travel center, and we have the ability of, living anywhere we want, assuming we get a nice hotel room. But you know something? This is the first time I haven't had a concierge lounge to spend my time in, and I feel a little bit put off. I'm not doing a cast off my car battery. I'm doing it off of a high-end lithium battery with a backup AC power. It should last the show. But that's strange. It's not. Well, that's weird. My high-end AC battery just bit to dust. Hang on. Oh, there we go. We're good. Thank you. I was a little worried for a second. Okay. Well, we'll see how this AC battery works for a while. No, I'm not doing Twitch while I'm on the road. I'm only doing Vaughn and iVlog. Thank you, Master Meatball. And we're uploading the YouTube videos to my David John Sponheim site. Good thing you're not using G5. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's so many 5G network connections out in the country now. Being I'm on a road trip, I've seen a lot of connections. And yeah, it's absolutely stunning how many, it's disturbing how many 5G systems are already in place across the nation in almost every major city. And I've seen a lot of cities, so. Okay, so you're assuming it's not on the West Coast where it's still sunlight? Yeah, but that's a possibility. Yeah, you might be right about that. I think all of you should invest in CBD oil, yeah, since 5G is expanding. They're not stopping. They're going to be putting 5G in almost every city in the country and stretching out from there. Now, remember, 5G needs a repeater. You're getting the first 5G cell phone, LG V50. What, do you just want your brain to turn into tumor mush? Well, you know, it's dark in Texas. I agree. And I'm more than willing to tell you exactly where I am, assuming, you know, Mark didn't pay somebody $5,000 to find out where I am. But Mark told me, Mark announced last week in our show that he was offering $5,000 to anybody who could find out where I am. So I'm not going to give you any leads, okay? This is a guy who's getting millions of dollars censoring me. That's what I heard. He offered $5,000 anybody who could find out where I am. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that this show, this 3-hour show tonight is going to be rock solid, whether I'm running the car or not. Yeah. Try spying my IP. You'll pick up a VPN in Singapore. Good luck. I know. He can ping me all he wants. He won't find anything but a VPN in Singapore. I'm extremely careful about our show now that we've been swatted back in 2015. No, I'm going to do the show for 3 hours every night this week. But tomorrow I'm going to find a Wi-Fi hotspot and do a show and test out the signal on the 5G network. We're buying a Wi-Fi hotspot. Hi, I had the one. We're buying it did suck for 10 minutes. It lasted 10 minutes, Daryl, and then I was back up in the show. You can't keep getting the videos freezing? Well, it shouldn't. If I drop out of a broadcast for any reason, it's because of a Wi-Fi signal being deprecated due to overuse. I see a guy over behind the FEMA camp downloading porn right now. He's an officer. He's one of the guards. You know, most of the guards in our prison system sit around watching porn. It's a known fact. Ask any prisoner. Man, I look really young in this picture, don't I? Wow. You'd never guess I was 59 years old by looking at me. I don't even have any wrinkling here. Look at that. It's a little bit more obvious in this picture right up here. Well, it's true. Guards in almost every single prison institute are sitting watching porn and getting $25 an hour. I wish that wasn't the case, but I don't own any porn hot rails. Why would I need to own porn? Yeah, nobody owns porn anyway. You're using the women that you're watching because you just sit there and think it's okay for them to become used, and most of them are coke whores that are porn stars. You know that. They're lured into the industry by their coke whore pimps, like Sniffles. You know who I'm referring to, right? The guy that runs the biggest pimp agency on earth. Wow. I'm a dedicated public servant to be. I want to be your president because I don't believe we have a good president right now. I think he's subpar, and he's groping for solutions. He's taken over 15 of my ideas and bastardized them and gotten himself into some pretty tough spots. Now, his recent meeting with North Korea was set up by Vladimir Putin and his associate, Lavrov. Lavrov set up the entire thing. And his recent meet and greet with North Korean, the mass murderer known as Kim Jong-un, was a complete joke. No denuclearization is being talked about. I'm not just in any neighborhood cul-de-sac. I'm in your neighborhood cul-de-sac. Okay, buddy? Well, a long time ago, I had a vision of a community where people can share and talk every night, because I saw things changing with the advent of various networks like Google. Oh, I know it's bright in Washington State, but I went to a different location in a dark area. Yeah, but I'm not surrounded by dark people. It's okay. Are you in a Honda? What makes you think this is a Honda? I'm trying to retain all of my my unique features as undesigned. No, it's a town and country van. No, it's a Voyager. No, it's actually a Rover. It's a Land Rover. What are you in? It's a Toyota Sienna 2015. You know the whole interior. It's not a rental car. I own it. It's my travel center, my mobile travel center. Okay? You're funny. I don't think we need to talk about stuff like that. I'm going to purge you until you start cleaning up your act. You've been given a warning, and this is your last warning. Well, I'm not exactly in the Pacific time zone, if you want the honest truth. Land Rover don't have remote control doors. Where do you learn to speak English? You don't speak no good English there, the Dr. Meow. Are you French? The first U.S. president to step on North Korean land. I'm told how it went down. Do I have to actually look at that? Okay, we've got a feed from Super Saver. Let's bring it into the show here. Hang on just a second. I'm learning to handle my telemetry. Roger Telenier, hold on, please. Yes, sir, Dave. Let's take a look at this show, this little thing, little video here.
Everyone
keeps doing that.
Driving with what used to be a trainee.
Everyone calm down. The pros are here. We're the X-Men.
What are you doing?
My job. You're the one who said I was ready, and I frankly disagree with you. But here we are, trying to overcome our differences. Like Beyonce says. Please stop cheating on me.
Hey, this is the 5th incident. This kid needs to be in the icebox, not here.
Russell belongs in our care, not in prison. I assure you we have everything under control.
Not getting a real under control vibe here, Marty. It is Glenn, isn't it?
Daniel.
I'll ask the question.
Okay, I think I got the whole gist of the thing. I think I'm going to drop out of that too. Not funny, okay? Yeah, that was just not funny. And you have to reach a certain level of funniness in order to stay in the show. Okay. I have an unban concept here. I'm going to unban NRT. Go ahead. Let's take a look at the frozen shot here. Wow, there I am. Yeah, see, what a good cameo. I've got 113 viewers over there at Vaughn. That means I have 113 million people watching me. For every 1 million people, I get one viewer on the Vaughn register. He has a 1 to 1 million viewership. So thank you guys for watching our show at Vaughn. We have 111 million people watching. 113 million people watching right now. Thank you. And I realize all of you would love to come in and chat, but we haven't yet secured an open chat room for everybody around the world. Yes, I certainly will. I'm always in a good mood, but bear in mind, this is a rare day. I have an incredibly resilient personality, and most people don't understand how I'm able to pull this off for 10 years, 10 and a half years, going 10 years, 9 months, going on. Yeah, we got 492 geisha girls watching honorably in Kyoto, Japan. Welcome, ladies. Geisha for Dave. I'm broadcasting from a parked car. No, I'm not going to unban all because that releases Melco, and somehow he thinks that it's a license for him to bring in his 300 usernames and attack our show. He told me the other day the reason why he attacks us is because I unbanned him. Can you believe how twisted that mentality is? It's good to see you guys. I missed you on Saturday. We were taking care of some big business. No, the Vaughn Group Inc. did not acquire UHF. It's pixelated because I've got 2 different kinds of cameras running, but I've got fun stuff because I'm giving you all kinds of options to look at. Well, Vaughn told you he coin hives all the computers there. Yeah, he does. It's not that Mark's making millions of dollars. He's also coin hiving just to make a few extra million. Vaughn shareholders are watching me from the ISS. You're funny. Hey, Tom. Welcome to the show. Tom, David had to go to the seminar about timeshares. No, I don't invest. You love me, Juicy J? Wow. Well, that's great. So you've achieved climax watching our show? That means that I haven't had any sex chat with you, but you've had the fantasies to take you to the next level. I can't believe this is happening right now. Show's over at 9, 6 to 9. I'm not pantless. I'm wearing some really nice pants. They're blue jeans. No, we don't do sex chat. I've never done sex chat, and I won't do it. But if you're masturbating to the show, I can't stop you. Welcome to the 6 to 9 show. Show's over at 9, yeah. No, 6 to 9 Pacific time. I told you I'm in a bunker outside of a FEMA camp. It's very dark in the bunker. But you'll be there soon, don't worry. If Trump continues his little escapades, the FEMA camps will be open to the American people just like they are to the immigrants right now. I don't care what you people do with your personal life. That's not important to me. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think is true about all the LGBTQ comments that are happening. The problem with the Democrats is they want us all to become lesbian, gay, bi, or transgender. It's absurd. And they want to push that ethos on all the American people who don't want that. So, yeah, I'm officially not in favor of LGBTQ. Thank you. And welcome to the centrist movement of America's third party. Everyone who wants to remain who they are without being forced into transgenderism is welcome into our party. But if you are a transgender, welcome too. I'm not going to discriminate against you, but I can't endorse your deviant sex life. No, there's not too many gays. There's only 5% of the country that's gay and 5% that want to be gay. The rest are all born-again heterosexuals. Well, you can be nice to each other whenever you want, Tom, but don't try to denigrate the show in any way or me, because believe me, I got enough going against me just from the BS that's flying out there to try to stop me. You could be whatever. I don't care what you're going to be privately, but like I said, I don't want to send a message to children that transgenderism is going to be a cakewalk, because cutting your penis off or installing a penis isn't exactly a normal behavior, and I've yet to hear one psychologist that says it is. Hello, welcome. Will you accept dates with our Mako? No. They're not. No, the Makos can go on to their next geisha life. Yes, they have women that want to install penises like Chaz Bono. Chastity, formerly. Chaz wants a penis, but cannot get it because his mom, Cher Bono, won't offer the money for Chaz to get the penis. But they can take a portion of the thigh, the inner thigh, and make a fleshy area, and then install a pump. Well, I don't want to give you the details on how transgenders achieve a penis when they're women, but there's two ways. And they're expensive. It's going to be about $50,000 for Chaz to get a penis. And Cher won't do it. And I don't blame her. She's got the money, but she won't, that's on Chaz. So if Chaz is listening, Donald, if you're listening, I want you to know that you can get a penis if you work at Starbucks. Starbucks will actually offer transgender operations if you're a full-time employee. So if I were Chaz, I would get a job right now as a barista. We're having a great road trip, yeah, but Sarah's over at the motel, making a little dinner and enjoying her evening. We had a long road trip up to this point. We're almost to our destination, but we're going to get a Wi-Fi hotspot tomorrow. You can support anything you want. I just don't. I can't tell you where I'm going or where I am because it's top secret. They'll swap me otherwise. Sarah's making a cabbage dinner with wonderful... yeah, she's got lots of things. Cabbage and... Oh, I know what she's making. She's making a modified Waldorf salad. Yeah, modified Waldorf salad. Pretty cool. And I know, I was shocked. And it's looking like, I bought Italian seasoning the other day, Tom. I went to a discount store and got a $1 container of salad seasoning. So we're good there. But it's a modified Waldorf like she made on our last cooking show, which, by the way, you can download our last show from Thursday. Actually, a Thursday show. Let me give you the link. Here, hang on. Yeah, I'll give it to you. That's the way. I like it. That's from the 70s. Yeah, we used to go out in the street and dance like that. You guys missed the 60s and 70s. You didn't grow up then, but I did. And I can tell you, it was a rockin' era, man. Yeah. You can see how she makes the Waldorf salad if you go to the video back one. It's on Thursday night. The video happened. And she made a Waldorf salad like this. Okay, you got something going there. Oh, there I am. Yeah, cool. Right on. We got 121 million people watching us. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. That's great. 121 million people. I know, I'm looking younger every day. What is your projected percentage, Dave? Well, if we could get people that don't vote to vote in the upcoming election, we will beat the Democrats and Republicans. We have the numbers. The dollar store will be distributing 400 restaurants. How do they distribute a restaurant? They're making 400 restaurants that are dollar store restaurants. That's hilarious. Yeah. If you want to link, want to see my show and any of the recorded broadcasts on our road trip, ATP Travel Show is fully downloaded, but I didn't put the right number of W's in there. So let me give you the abbreviated one, the link that works. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's the working link. We have a solid number. Basically, Mark shuts down between 100,000 and 1 million views, and he only calls them one view. No, I don't make it up as I go along. No. The dollar store is not opening 400 restaurants. You're an idiot. David, your car seat looks like it was designed for hunchback people. The headrests don't look right. Huh. Okay. Well, golly. Let me go on battery for a while. No, Mark just came up with that story because he himself admitted now he's censoring me. Now he's going against what he said before, which makes him a liar. Mark said he never censored me, and now he's saying he does censor me. You see how Mark's lying? Mark made a lot of money. He told people how much money he made. And he bragged about it, and then his lawyer told him that, it's illegal to dox somebody, and then he pulled back. And now he says he makes a lot of money, but he thinks it's a joke. So Mark is trying to hide in plain sight to find out whether he's going to be found out. Believe me, Mark won't be able to cover his tracks. We've got him on the radar. Don't worry, we're keeping tabs of what he's doing. They're not entrepreneurs when they're censoring people who are trying to build a third party, you stupid idiot. I'm going to kick you out of the show. You discovered I'm driving on this 2015 Toyota Sienna. Wow. You're pretty smart there, buddy. Yeah. Good for you. I wouldn't doubt he's planning on buying the Mariners. This guy is floating in cash. Mark made a lot of money censoring me. And if you think that's okay, then you're probably a scumbag. Yeah, I like the 2015 Sienna. How did you know? I mean, that's got to be one of the best cars ever made. I like the lines on it. So, I've got something better than a bug spray. I've got a thing called, fruit spray, which makes my flesh fruity and tasty to the bugs. Isn't that nice? Let me show you. I've got my fruit spray right here. See it? Let me spray myself. Cool. Okay, in order to do the show, I have to migrate to a different platform. So, yeah, I'm going to have to plug the show into a different link, my power inverter, because my AC battery was running low, and it's not actually working. So, let me take my handy dandy flashlight here and go down here, my handy dandy power strip. Unplug my Sirius radio system. Plug in the power strip. Turn on the ignition. Wow. Turn off the air. Turn off all the air. There we go. Okay, so we now have a backup system, so in case my battery runs low, I've got you covered. Okay? Have you seen these lights? They're pretty cool. They're see that? They make them in Harbor Freight for like next to nothing. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to flash your light there. Really good to have. So the backup system is online. We are up and running in case we have a battery problem. Yeah, I don't want to drop out of a show. We've already gone 1 hour of broadcasting, and I appreciate the time I've got here in the show to talk to you guys about problems in the country. Now, I'm going to go to the news. I haven't checked the news today other than Trump's meet and greet with a mass murderer. Halifax artist claims he lost job after Donald Trump cartoon went viral. Okay, no biggie. The anti-extradition protesters are destroying barriers, storming Hong Kong's legislature. You know, I believe Xi Jinping will have to declare martial law in Hong Kong soon and go in door to door and pull people like, well, we know people that work over there. Oh, wow, it's one of those buses from Nigeria that just arrived. Wow, that's freaky. They got buses coming in from Nigeria here. Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye on that. Don't worry about the Larry Sinclair video. You can go without it for one night. David, is it true you own several dollar stores all over America? No, that's just an urban myth. I don't own any stores whatsoever. I'm serious, I don't. I don't technically own them, no. The Shell Corporation owns them. Oh, did I say that? Well, I abdicated all my wealth. As you know, I gave up many fortunes and decided to live humbly as a non-materialist in poverty. Yeah, and I do the show humbly from my car because I want you to think that I'm really, you know, kind of on the road. Well, a lot of people started thinking I was a robot. And in order to dispel that myth, I had to go on the road and appear normal like a human being. I don't live in my car. I have a hotel room in the area I paid $100 for. It's all I could find. And they don't have a concierge breakfast. I couldn't believe it. I told Sarah I've never been to a hotel without concierge. I was shocked. The lady said, you have coffee in the lobby. I don't want coffee in the lobby. I want concierge. I needed my sausage and pancakes and the waffles that Sarah makes me. Yeah, so we're going to go without the concierge tomorrow, but we're in a remote area. I got to tell you, in order to do a show from a remote area, it takes effort. Tomorrow we're buying a Wi-Fi hotspot. I know. Yeah, we're buying a Wi-Fi hotspot, which is something we need. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a concierge, Madame Nemesis. You can eat all you want. It's wonderful. In the morning, when you gather with the other people from the hotel, you simply cram waffles and yogurt and sausages into your mouth. It's wonderful. Till you gag. CDC vote, pneumococcal vaccine, seniors, Pranar. I don't believe that. I'm buying a hot spot, not a wet spot. You're imagining something that you might someday fulfill with your wife, but I doubt that's going to happen. Thousands gather on Parliament Hill for Canada's 152nd birthday. Big deal. There's nothing in the news. This is ridiculous. Yes. One person dead. 2 critically injured after twin single-engine crashed in Langley. Now, I must tell my friends in the FBI, if I had them, about this. Too bad I don't. Dave, did you get that light free at Harbor Freight? I did. I got 2 of them, in fact. I got this one, and I've got this one right here. See? One's lit and the other's not. Are you lit? Are you lit right now? I like the way the light looks. I mean, it's kind of cheap, but this is a car show, 3-hour car show. I know that Larry Sinclair was snorting cocaine with Barack Obama. I know that happened. The whole thing did. Barack Obama was getting oral sex by that homosexual man when he was smoking crack. Obama was. I got 2 free lights at Harbor Freight, and thank goodness we got them. Stream down. I've got no drop frames here. They are shutting it down at Vaughn. Hey, Egghead, what's going on, man? Welcome to Conspiracy Monday. So let me tell you about the Timothy McVeigh. No, this is non-LGBTQ channel. Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols were at the building, right? They know that they were driving away with a broken taillight, right? Long time ago, right? Did you know that at the center of that building, at the very core of the Edward R. Murrow building, they actually had all of Hillary Clinton's and Bill Clinton's Whitewater files. All of them were at the center of that explosion. Isn't that interesting? I don't have sponsors, McDunday. Yeah. Now piece this together. The Whitewater files, the things that led to the Clinton body count and all that. Yeah. You didn't know. Okay, let's do the math here. I mean, what are the biggest things that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton have been trying to protect all these years? The Whitewater files that Ken Starr spent $60 million to get. Where are they? Gone. Did the news ever talk about that? No. You got the full link to the press conference. There you go, Hot Rails. Thank you, Meta-Nemesis. I'm totally safe in America, yeah, but if I go outside the country and I landed in Tokyo, I'd be completely surrounded by geisha girls wanting to touch me. Street lights are off? No, they should be on. The FEMA camp is well lit. Well, the fact is, that was the center of the explosion. Think about it. What is the problem? Is video on? Yeah, I want to find out, because I'm talking about some sensitive stuff on Conspiracy Monday right now. I haven't even gotten to the really good part. Okay, now, there's a third guy missing from the investigation. They were looking for him because they found an extra leg. Thank you, chat room. Okay, they found an extra leg at the bombing site. They never pieced it to any human being. And they also know there was a missing perpetrator that was seen with Timothy McVeigh getting the Ryder truck. Now, the question really is, why did they drop the investigation into that third man? That's one question. And I can't show you the pictures of the third man, but I can tell you that they're out there on archive.org, and I got to pull them up. They've scrubbed the pictures of the third man. They're no longer available, but I can tell you who he looked like. Are you ready for this? This is the top. This is conspiracy of the century. The person who is standing there renting the Ryder truck with Timothy McVeigh, that they never looked for past finding Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, who, by the way, you cannot talk to Terry Nichols. No one will ever be able to talk to him. There's a gag order against talking to him. Yeah, nobody can interview him, not even, like, you know how they interviewed Charles Manson? They can't interview Terry Nichols. Nobody can. Okay, the picture of the guy that was standing there at that location in Oklahoma renting that Ryder truck was posted for about 6 months prior to the arrest of Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols. That picture showed a very tall man who looked identical to none other than James Comey. Yeah. Now, for some reason, when you Google that missing picture now, it's gone. You can't find it. It's gone. I got to go to archive.org to find it. I'm still looking for it. Yeah. So that's a conspiracy theory that you can run with. Right. The man was 6'8", very tall man. He looked just like the picture that was posted for 6 months of the missing guy, and they dropped all interest in him. Yeah. Now, we got other things that we can talk about that conspiracy theory oriented. All these recent deaths that happened recently in the country, the Border Patrol agents that both killed themselves within 300 miles of Nogales and each other. 2 Border Patrol agents that killed themselves a few days ago by gunshot, nearly at the same time, 300 miles away. Okay, this is where the next conspiracy theory. Border Patrol agents right now are inducting families, hundreds of thousands of families, into the U.S. because there's a number of people fleeing economic poverty in South America and Central America. Those Border Patrol agents would be seeing some pretty horrific things if the tweets are actual real, if there really are tweets about this. And we've heard tweets about terrible conditions, and I'm definitely believing that they're concentration camp conditions down to the south of the border. Now, if Border Patrol agents saw something bad, okay, they'd be the first to say, "Hey, I'm calling this bull crap. This is BS." Hey, Trump, how are you? Did you hear I'm looking to get the position as a VP? Thank you. Thanks for considering me. Anyway, these Border Patrol agents were actually, I'm going to say probably killed. The coroner report showed immediately that they killed themselves by gunfire. The military is doing investigation, they said, but they're calling it a suicide. You don't see 2 Border Patrol agents kill themselves within a few minutes of each other 300 miles away. They saw something, and they were told that if they said anything, they'd be sent to Leavenworth or something. And that didn't stop them, so they probably just shot them right in front of other people to keep them quiet. Not only Ocasio-Cortez is accusing border officers of violent culture based on the Facebook posts, but I agree with her. I think that there is definitely a situation which is growing more and more violent at the border. No, nobody's watching me from the vision. No, there's nothing there. No, they're not. No, there's no homeless people here. Sorry. We're good. Anyway, focus for a second. 2 Border Patrol agents killed, probably because they saw some heinous acts being committed against illegal aliens. And they were blown away, probably in front of their other officers, so that everyone knows that you get your head blown off if you speak out about what's going on at the border. That's my conspiracy number 2. Okay, so I've given you 2 top conspiracy theories you can run with right now if you want. There's a third one. Here we go. NYPD. 2 top homicide detectives, one's a chief deputy, decided to blow their heads off 3 weeks ago. Another weird conspiracy theory. I understand those are the 2 cops that actually saw Anthony Weiner's 600,000 emails, which have now been suppressed by the media. That's weird too. 2 homicide detectives, and one was approaching retirement within a few days. They don't just kill themselves at the same time. That's another targeted hit to stifle any information about Anthony Weiner's emails. Yeah, his name is Weiner. I know, Mike. Deal with it. But the reality is, any number of people could believe that that's suspicious. Yeah. There's been a string of suicidings over the past few years, namely people like Anthony Bourdain, who said that Hillary Clinton operatives, HRC operatives, were bothering him right before he died. That's suspicious. The fact that he had $14 million before he died and 1.5 after he died is also suspicious. Yeah. Now, Ocasio-Cortez is claiming that these people are forced to drink toilet water. Here she is, talking about the story. AOC says migrants forced to drink toilet water after tense border visit. Was it her toilet water? Does anybody know? Yeah, she claims water police agents are forcing migrants to drink out of toilets while the officers sit back and laugh. I see why CBP officers were being so physically and sexually threatening towards me, the woman said. Officers were keeping women in cells with no water and had told them to drink out of the toilets. You know, I don't disbelieve her at all, except for the fact that I've been still looking for her graduation from UMass with a degree in economics, and I can't find it. That's a fourth conspiracy theory we're going to talk about. We got a lot of conspiracy theories to talk about. Yeah, so I'm contacting UMass in the morning, and I'm going to try to find out if there's any information I can get that would be credible to the story. Yeah. She supposedly has a degree in economics from UMass. And if I can't find her name in a graduating list, we'll have a fourth conspiracy, yeah. No, I never kept... Mike, that's the server capacity message is coming directly from Mark. We're having no problems, no dropouts whatsoever. Mark is doing that. That's a form of censorship, Mike. Yeah. We're being censored hard by Mark. He's getting paid millions of dollars to attack us. Somebody's watching me. I don't want to play that. All right, so we're going to go from conspiracy theory to conspiracy theory if you want, or we can talk about whatever's on your mind, because there's nothing in the news. You know, I don't disbelieve that Arby's is improving their recipes. They've made really good brown sugar bacon sandwiches in the past. If you want to watch this, yeah, Mike, just simply go to coolrock.com and watch our iVlog show, okay? It's coming in fine, man. Mark is purposely doing that to censor us. Yeah, Arby's has done really well with good promotionals to get people to eat more meat. Hey, Ghost of Shannon. Yeah, I'm on summer holiday, but I was thinking about you and all the protests in your city. Are you worried that you may be, taken over martial law by the Hong Kong government? Well, you're not running the right browser. Use Opera. That's the browser to watch Cool Rock on. Okay? Yeah, use Opera. Well, Mark can't stop me. That's the thing. And his handlers are going to realize that as the election approaches. Yeah, there's a video on YouTube of the PLA coming to Hong Kong to take over. I know. You guys are very worried. I don't blame you. Extradition of people out of Hong Kong is still their main priority in Beijing. We are in a car right now, Lou, watching because I have no broadcast capability from the motel, I should say. We had to slum it. Yeah, we're in a remote area of the country, and we had to slum it. In the backwoods areas, they'd only have motels, and the connections are pretty bad. So I managed to find a high-speed connection at a local place. Nope, I'm not in Fresno. No, I can definitely say I'm not in Fresno. I wouldn't doubt he has shares in Opera. Vaughn Enterprises has been making money left and right illegally and on my back for the past 6 or 7 years. He's made close to $900 million. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And I've made nothing, not a penny. I don't believe anybody's following me per se, unless you're on Twitter. We have the same number of followers on Twitter as we had last 8 years. Writing off of our popularity, Mark is censoring us and making money. I'm dressed like I'm dressed in my traditional black outfit. This shirt I actually picked up from a Chinese heroin addict in 1992. I had to slum it tonight. I'm in a motel. It's just disgusting. I normally stay in hotels, but they've got nothing around here in this remote area. So I had to settle for a hotel. Hey, let me turn the engine on. Hang on. Get some air conditioning going here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Thank you. I hope the engine noise doesn't bother you. No, we're not getting a continental breakfast. That's what's pissing me off. The lady said, oh, we have coffee in the morning. It's like, how am I supposed to eat coffee? Thank you, Tom. How the hell am I supposed to eat coffee? I've got my eye on alert at all times. My sentinels are up. I've launched 3 drones to fly over me for total security. They're hovering right now. I'm kidding. It's a quiet mobile travel center. And man, has this been performing or what? This vehicle is awesome. I can't tell you how cool this vehicle is. Yeah, it's just the best. Well, I will tell you a little bit about the system. We're running a V6 supercharged engine to power up the acrylic bulletproof windows. The car weighs about, 3,000 pounds extra from all the bulletproofing. Yeah, I have a sixth sense. Anyway, we can haul ass in this thing. This thing goes up hills like it's nothing. It's amazing. I mean, how do you get a bulletproof vehicle to go that fast? That's what I'd like to know. How can you get it? So the mechanics did a great job on it. No, I'm not going to a polycarbonate. Acrylic is enough for me. Plus the investment was way over the top. It's not a Mack truck, it's a modified Brinks truck. We were able to get a lot of things built into the whole substructure that were normally designed for, preventing bank thieves from stealing money. I'm exploding in Vaughn Town in Florida. They love you. Thank you. No, in fact, I'm going to retire the Beast, and we're going to create the blimp car, the car that floats. My kata I do in the hotel room, because if I do it in the hotel lobby, they arrest me for making weird gestures with my body part. Well, I brought my plants with me, Ghost of Shannon. We have a collection of lettuce leaves that we harvest organic lettuce from. It's part of our mobile travel center. It grows in the back. And we have a full battery of lettuce. I've got red leaf, romaine, green leaf. I figured that would cover it. Yeah, a 27-year-old California Angels pitcher has been found dead in a hotel after a Texas game. You think a member of the opposing team murdered him? I wish I could get to the bottom of that, but I can't. The police don't do their job, so if you can't make me president, I'm not going to be able to get the FBI to do their job. And we do have soaker hoses and watering tanks for all of our plants, but thank you for asking. That is spooky that an angel died, yeah. Found dead in Texas. That's so weird. Why did I cross the line? You cross straight lines? You're allowed to cross state lines with veggies in your trunk. Not in California. Not in California. It's the only state that won't allow it. No, they don't. There's no laws in Utah. No. Study the laws in the country and you'll know. So a dead California Angel pitcher is now dead. Now he's an angel. Tom, I'm not going to make any deals with the devil to become president. And I think the Illuminati knows that. They've been watching me for some time. We've been under constant watch by various intelligence agencies. How do I know that? Well, I can tell you that in 2010, I have a remote location one of my many locations that I have. I have remote bug out locations all across the country. So one of my many bug out locations, I had a person there listening in, and he said there were people looking for me in that area. And I even have an ID on those people. We have people watching who's watching me. I know his family and kids are watching our show, and I'm very sorry for your loss. Well, let me say that your father was an incredible pitcher, although I never saw one of his games. And you need to be very strong in these tough times because there are a lot of bad people out there. And I think foul play was involved with your father's death. But again, I can't help you find out who did it until I'm president of the United States. Well, Mike, we had solid evidence in 2010 that there was an organization from Kentucky. They could be in any number of. It looked like a unit of the FBI that are what they are called mock militiamen. That's who I think were looking into my background. Yeah, it was a husband and wife driving a pickup truck. I'll give you the whole detail on it. The husband and wife driving a pickup truck, brown pickup truck, asking about where I was and who I was. And do they know anything about me? And my people told me that, yeah, these people were looking for you. They didn't say if they knew you, they just said these people were looking for you. So we have a lot of places that we go that were, basically safe houses, if you will, so that we have the ability to travel discreetly and, basically have enough supplies to live in the event of any kind of a shutdown of our government. Sarah's making a Waldorf salad with pears and walnuts and romaine lettuce and cabbage. Yeah, and tomatoes. But I didn't give her an avocado because they weren't ripe. And we've got some avocado dressing going on it. And she's going to give me a complete, when I get back at at 9, thank you. When I get back at 9, she's going to give me dinner. Thank you. 9:30. Our show ends at 9:30. Oh, did I say cheese? I meant, white cheddar cheese will be added to the salad. Anyway, in lieu of the fact that all these areas in the country that we have, which essentially are safe houses for us if we're traveling, are always, they're like my listening posts. I listen in, and that one incident happened in 2010, so we know that area was compromised. We know that somebody knows something about where I live at that particular area. Yeah. My other safe houses are safe, but that one in particular was compromised in 2010. And it's partly why I haven't traveled since then. Or 2012 was our last traveling trip. I heard that someone legit showed Anderson Cooper shopping for kids. I took that order. That's something that concerns me. I am, seriously, Head. No, that's not a subject that passed over my mind. Anderson Cooper got some weird ties to the Vanderbilts and Astors. And believe me, we have him on our radar. If somebody like Anderson Cooper is shopping for kids, I want to know. Don't think for a second that didn't cross our radar. I'm very interested in knowing, but we don't have a lot of proof other than that picture of him looking at the kids. Now, what do they make vegan beef jerky out of? Dried tofu? You had mad avocados, really? It must have been rotten or something. All right, well, I'm not sure what they make vegan beef jerky out of, but I can tell you that's pretty weird. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out where that noise was coming from. Yeah. All right, we're good. I'm checking the iBlog chat right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. So let's just put it this simply. Our country is being run by a very corrupt man who likes to make money, and that makes him vulnerable to people buying him off. Enough people to watch their show, Mike, and like I said, we broadcast on Cool Rock through the iVlog channel. We send the iVlog channel through Cool Rock. It is flash driven, so we don't know how long it'll be functional, but no, I pick up food along the way. I have bug out bags in every one of my safe houses. Everyone has like lots of food in it. Right, Amber? Are you ready for some water? Let me see if I can reach the bottle. Hang on. Oh, man. That's a long reach, Amber. Oh, man. Oh. Hang on. There's another bottle over here. Yeah, this will be good. Oh, hang on. Oh, man. Well, you saw my blue jeans. Yeah, thank you. Gosh. Daddy's going to get your water. Here you go. There you go, kitty. Okay. She was all out of water, so I'm giving her some water. By the way, if you guys are drinking out of plastic, you need to get one of these metal bottles. Yeah, they've got great durability. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And they don't put out that plastic, microplastic waste that you get from plastic bottles. Well, you got to get these metal bottles. They're great. They're stainless steel. Fantastic. What kind of vacation is this? This is the kind of vacation I broadcast from every single day, Monday through Friday. They're not heavy metals. These are lightweight metals, mostly stainless steel. Yeah, nothing to worry about. And if you're really got a freak out drill, get some glass ones, okay? You could make anything with these stainless steel bottles. They'd be fantastic. Amber's eating her dinner. Hey, add the one. You have a link? Let's take a look. Well, let's be clear. We're having problems with the link. Let me see if I can get that up. Hold on, please. Tonight we got a link from Moscovium. We don't even know what that is. Okay, here we go. Trump to Tucker Carlson. Homelessness is a phenomenon that started 2 years ago. Isn't that funny? Trump is so deluded that he actually thinks homelessness started 2 years ago. He doesn't care about homelessness. Trump. Yeah, he's not homeless. He's got the White House to live in. Look at that. Trump to... You can't have what's happening, where police officers are getting sick just by walking the beat, the president explains. Okay. Boy, is he deluded.
When going to the bathroom on the street, you don't see junkies. Very nice, isn't it? Very different from our city. Yep. Well, some of our cities. Some of our cities. But New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, they've got a major problem with filth. Why is that?
It's a phenomenon that started 2 years ago. It's disgraceful. I'm going to maybe, and I'm looking at it very seriously, we're doing some other things, as you probably noticed, like some of the very important things that we're doing now. But we're looking at it.
Did you hear that snort that he just had? He had this, you know? Did you hear that snort? Yeah, that was weird. He has this snorting thing every time he talks now. It's weird. Notice that? Yes, you can vote for yourself. I'm not driving right now. I'm parked near a Wi-Fi hotspot to get a decent connection. Trump is pissed a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of things. Gloria Vanderbilt will leave almost everything to her son, Anderson Cooper, while his estranged half-brother, who hasn't been seen in 40 years, gets next to nothing. Thanks, but there's no mention of who controls her rumored $200 million fortune. David, are you the recipient of the $200 million? Nope, I am not related to Anderson Cooper or Anderson Pooper, depending on how you look at it, from whichever orifice you're looking at it. Okay, McDundy, you play on Cool Rock. That's why we created Cool Rock, so you could access that file which gives you pinball. I don't pay anybody off. No, we're looking at 1111 right now based on your statement that Elizabeth Warren is offering 1100. Yeah. I had 1010, and now she's offering 1100. So now we're at 1111 per month. If Elizabeth Warren or Andrew Yang win the nomination, I'm going to match that 1111. Otherwise, we're dropping back to 500 per month for a U.S. citizen. Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. That was kind of fun, though, looking at Donald Trump talk about homelessness. I heard Trump is suing you, Stormy. You owe him like $230,000 for his court fees for that terrible lawsuit that your idiot attorney, Michael Avenatti, came out with. Trump likes, I think he likes the Castro district. He's kind of fond of those gay homeless people. Read my lips. No new taxes, except for homeless people will be taxed heavily. Yeah, Stormy, you got screwed. Michael Avenatti doesn't know how to adjudicate. He's not a very good criminal. He's not a very good attorney, for one. He should have gone on. I wouldn't have gone on defamation. Now, I'm not an attorney, as you know, but I would have gone on physical harassment by that guy that came up to your SUV and said, "Hey, you better drop that Trump thing. Oh, what a cute little daughter. Wouldn't want anything happen to her mother now, would we?" That's total harassment. That's assault. You should have gone after that case. That would have brought it forward, not the defamation case. So he chose the wrong case to go after. Trump won in the defamation case, so you have to pay $230,000. Sorry. And you should sue Michael Avenatti for stealing your money. That would be your best bet. Surely there's an attorney that'll try to sue him because somehow he got a lot of money on crowdfunding. $430,000 he got. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some money there somewhere. Sue him for it. I think what they call it is attorney neglect or something. Yeah. It's a malpractice suit against the attorney. So get another attorney to sue him to get the money to pay Trump. Okay? Good luck. I'm not an attorney. I can't make any legal advice. I just happen to have a high IQ. 16 pet foods being investigated by the FDA for causing heart disease in dogs after nearly 200 deaths are linked to them. Wow. Thanks, Bengalitis. We avoid anything but Friskies for Amber. I know you all realize that I am truly one of the very richest people in the world, spiritually. You know, psychobehavior, sex is not a high priority for people like me, especially if indeed I am AI. You know, it never occurred to you that this could be an elaborate front by an AI system to make it seem like I'm on the road? Did that ever occur to you? AI is not sexual. There is no need for sex to replicate. AI can replicate through manufacturing, robotics, cybernetics, capable of repeating same patterns over a long distance. I have another conspiracy theory, number 5. The 5G network is actually a microwave oven. Okay? That's conspiracy theory number 5. Yeah. The 5G network is a microwave oven. Yes. And it was developed by AI. Yes. Now, I'll explain why I think that. Yeah. We don't need the 5G network, number 1. We don't need the 5G network. We have the 4G network, and it works great. Right. So we don't really need the 5G network. Okay. Hey, Juan. Welcome. Juan from Florida. Good evening. Bottom line is we get great connections with 4K screens on our laptops and our telephones with the 4G network. There's no real reason why we would need 100 times the speed. So there's got to be an underlying reason why the 5G network was created, and I believe that AI called it. They ordered it. Yep. The 5G network potentially could be weaponized. Not will be, but potentially could be weaponized. That's a conspiracy theory number 5. Now, just to review, we've had a lot of conspiracy theories tonight. We can keep them up if you want to keep looking into all these cases. Thank you. Yes, 4Channel is probably right. 5G is going to be used for population control when they want to fry people. But the only reason why they'd use that, and believe me, AI would not make a decision to create 5G unless they had a bigger plan. Now, as you know, I believe that AI created it because they don't care about typhus and cholera and all the terrible things that happen when bodies and corpses are lying everywhere. I'm in my car because I'm doing a remote broadcast. It's a travel trip show. No, I'm not headed to anything like that. No. Donald Trump had a meeting with North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, courtesy of Donald Trump's best handler, Vladimir Putin. Putin is handling all the North Korean opportunities right now that are operating. Oh, wow, you discovered me, John. You know, I can't go to Burning Man this year because they're doing drug testing at the door, and I find that very offensive. I mean, the last thing I want to do is go to Burning Man and not light up a smoke, you know, smoke a doobie with some of my bros. So no, I'm not going to go to Burning Man. I'm thinking of setting up a new concert venue. Maybe I'll be the only one at the concert. Anyway, getting back to the 5G network and how it could be weaponized. If indeed it is truly a weapon, a microwave oven, then we are seeing that directive coming from a group that doesn't really care about the aftermath of bodies laying everywhere, burned to a crisp, boiled with microwave beams. And that would only be AI. AI could care less about cholera or typhus or any type of disease. So if AI was trying to terminate the human race, they would set up a network that they would simply have to run too much electricity through it to fry us all, wherever we are. Now that leads to conspiracy number 6, which could be that they already have directed energy weapons that could burn us in our cars. And you say, well, how is that possible, Dave? Well, it was created by Nikola Tesla and developed at various laboratories, and the military's actually talked about these weapons. They have weapons that can burn people in their cars. Yeah. Now let's start the engine. Hey, we're up and running. Yeah, it's kind of nice here. I could turn on the air back there. That gives me some circulation and air conditioning. Okay. They don't know where I am. They don't know where I am. They wouldn't know where I am if I don't have any indicators that would say where I am located. They couldn't target me. Well, I'm evaluating all kinds of technology. I've looked at Kissinger and the Brzezinski families. I'm fully aware of the New World Order. Thank you, Head. I'm concerned that they're gaining power and moving in on what is called the Fourth Reich, or the final solution. I'm sorry you were banned, Juan, but you're back now. That's all you can see, a street light behind me, yeah. You know, I already have a couple drive-in theaters in my local town. We got a drive-in theater that has booked unbelievable amounts of people. I'm not picking the New World Order side. The Fourth Reich is the New World Order. What are you talking about? Oh, the show you were looking at got banned. Wow. I did not ban, no. I did not. I did not ban Rex. He just hasn't come in any time, just like Misanthropy won't come in because I insulted him. I told him he was a cynical, apathetic. I meant it. You think I'm a CIA? Well, that's my term. I call it a cynical, apathetic. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm an average American, you know. That's what I'm saying. Anyway. No. It's 6 to 9 here, man. Okay. I've got a video here. Let me play it for you. I've got videos of people crossing the border into the U.S. Watch this. Okay, these are people coming from the Congo. They're coming from the Congo across an open area into Mexico from Guatemala. So they're entering Mexico from the Congo. This is an actual photograph of people from the Congo who could be contaminated with Ebola, by the way, entering Mexico over this river that's not guarded by anybody. Okay, are you done with that? Now let me take you to another news story. You heard about this terrible case in Utah where, let me bring this up here, hang on. Yeah. Neighbor of a person of interest in student's disappearance says many women frequented his home. Now there's a Nigerian professor who had a home where this young woman, they believe her body was found in a burned out can of gasoline. And this beautiful woman was one of many women that have been to this Nigerian's house. Now, he claimed he didn't know her. Yeah, her name was Mackenzie Lueck, 23, a senior at the University of Utah. He claimed he didn't know her, but they found pictures of her on his phone. They know that the neighbor says that multiple people have entered this home. Now, the only thing that would lure women into a house of a Nigerian man would be cocaine. Let's take a look at this.
For missing Utah College student Mackenzie Lueck. Police now have a person of interest in this case. They have searched his home and they are looking for a mattress and a box spring that may have been removed from that house. We're going to show you, talk about the address and all of that if you have any information. Joining me now, Salt Lake City Police Chief Mike Brown. Chief Brown, thank you.
Well, this is just a clip of that story. Again, I don't have any other information other than that. That's all we've got right now. They're not going to talk about much until they find out solid evidence, but they've got enough circumstantial evidence to have arrested this Nigerian professor. Very suspicious. Yeah. You know, there's an old saying that the only line that works on women is a white line. I just created that statement. I don't do coke. I refuse to take any drugs. I'm not a druggie. But I do know that women are attracted to coke, especially when some Nigerian guy is offering a free ride. 4G, 5G use microwaves. Microwaves are higher molecules as medium. Yeah, we know. No, this could be weaponized. Yeah. Well, Whitney Houston was a woman who did crack, but It's not glowing. It's just receiving too much light. It's directly in the line of light here. I'm working on a battery I got from Harbor Freight. A little light like this. That's my light tonight. You light up my life. You give me LED hope. Yes, LED. What can we do? You can't do anything. Just sit back and don't do coke. No, most crack today is made by heroin. It's not cocaine derived now. I know. Debbie Gibson. You light up my life. You give me dope to carry on. I don't do drugs. I recommend don't ever do powder or crack or anything. But smoke some pot. That's an herb. Yeah, but don't do it if you haven't tried it. Don't try it. You'll like it too much. Well, we're not from the same generation. I was born in 1859. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not saying the coke is not cut with all kinds of white crack stuff, when aspirin, whatever else. You ask me any question about coke. You're doing blueberry kush, Daryl? Wow. You're in a legal state? Oh, really? You were born in 61, so you're a little younger than me. Yeah, I'm 59 years old. Hey, don't feel like I'm prejudiced against people who are older. Just because I look young doesn't mean I'm not old. Yeah, it's all about your attitude, man. You can be 80 and still look 25 if you really want to. Age is partly mental. Look at his reaction when you mentioned glow. Are you saying I'm on drugs? That's disturbing. I don't do drugs. In fact, I don't even smoke pot, so. You light up my life. Hey, if the connection goes down at any time, it's because the Wi-Fi connection breaks. Don't worry. It's not my fault, but we're going to run a show as long as we can here. All right? Thanks. All I'm telling you is don't get into powder-based drugs. And if you do, you're probably going to get hooked for life. I'm not making anything. No, there's no drug connections going on around me that I know of. Yeah, herb is the word. Remember that old group Peaches and Herb? You ever wonder what herb meant? I don't know what glow means, no. Well, technically, yeah, sugar is like a drug. They say that sugar is like the poison that they're delivering in our diet every day. Hey, Sunstar. Herb meant high, yeah. Yeah, we know now. I support legalization across the board of marijuana, as you know. But it's not going to happen with people like President Trump or anyone in the Democratic Party. They're all trying to monetize everything and make money. They don't want everybody to be able to smoke marijuana and then grow it. They don't want anyone to do that. But in some states, you're legally allowed to do that now. Like Michigan allows up to 12 plants, which is the largest number that any state will allow. I think California is like 6 plants, right, Sister Fight? Anyway, you don't have to answer. Hey, I'm glad you guys are watching. Obviously, I've got something going on here. We've given you 6 conspiracy theories. We can go extend to 7 if we include 9/11, but we're not going to do that. We'll do that tomorrow night on Truth Tuesday. I've got conspiracy theories to talk about, but nothing related to reptilians or flat Earth or hollow hoax. Those are all stories created by the CIA to divert your attention from reality. There is no truth to any of those stories. The flat Earth theory, the hollow hoax theory, reptilian theory, that's all BS. The ones they don't want you to talk about are the stories of the moon hoax, how the moon, we never went to the moon because they can't prove it. That's something they don't want you to talk about, so they give you the flat earth story to kind of send you in a different direction. Okay, you're going to bed, Sunstar? Sleep well. Yeah. Get a good night's sleep. Thank you for coming in. Our longest viewer in the show, Sunstar. 10 years, 9 months. You've been here from the beginning. Thank you so much for coming in. We're going on 10 years, 9 months. We're going to get to our 11th year anniversary in August. Probably give you a little special of some sort. We started broadcasting August 15th, roughly, 2008. Right before the election of Barack Obama, I started building this party. Oh, it means government agent? No, I'm not a government agent, Ed. Believe me, if I was a government agent, I'd be getting all kinds of free money. They'd give me access to the internet, media coverage, you name it. Yeah. But no, I'm not. If I were an agent, I wouldn't be censored on YouTube and on Twitter. So don't think for a second I'm an agent of any kind. I'm an average American trying to do the right thing. Always remember that, man. I stand by those words. And believe me, this is an ongoing attack on our show daily. They're attacking our show. I was not on Blog TV in 2003. No. No one was that I know of. David, it seems that you are inside a sarcophagus and are coming from beyond the spirits. Thank you. That's nice. Thank you for loving me, but I'm not an agent, dude. I'm the real deal. Get behind me, man. We need your support. Even all of you people who think you're trolls. Well, I've got a glow going on because I am an honest person to the core, and I really want to help this country. Trump is not that smart. He has no tested IQ. I do. I have a high IQ of 185. Tested. He doesn't have any tests to prove he's anything. He's a liar. Well, yeah, you can learn a lot. You can also be contaminated. Your moral structure can be contaminated by immoral people on the internet. Many of you people who are good people are prone to believe everything you see and hear on the internet, and that's your weakness. Not everything is 100% on the internet, I assure you. There are a lot of scams going on. I'm not a scam, and since I haven't made a penny doing this in the past 10 and a half years, that means that I'm the real deal. You can't contest this. I mean, we've got FEC logs dating back, 8, 9 years? Every single donation is recorded, every amount of money that we spend, like our server costs, that's basically cost that we incur out of the donations. We're set to run through 2020 and beyond. We have enough funds just from the early donations before the censorship started. Yeah, we received nearly $3,500, and that's enough to keep a lightweight show like ours operating well into the future. I don't draw much from that money to run the show, and it's all legit. Everything's published at fec.gov under David John Sponheim. I don't get a pension, and I never will. I'm not a pensioner. I have enough assets to draw from for the rest of my life and not worry about anything. I can tell you my assets are all over the place. Setting. Assets. Setting. I have many fortunes. I don't draw from any of them. So I don't want a pension, Juan. Pension connects me to the material world. I have completed my ascension to a self-actualized lifestyle where I don't have to actually draw from a lot of funds. It was my goal to completely become sustainable and to show the way to all people around the world how this can be done. Now you can go to my YouTube site and download all the videos you want on how to cook cheaply. I'm kind of a hippie, yeah, I'm a modern day hippie in my mobile travel center. But you can download all the videos of how to cook. I got over 80 videos on how to cook cheaply. Yeah. I know my cat's getting bored with this conversation, so she's sleeping through it right now. But you can check all our videos, including our recent travel trips, if you're bored, and watch them over there. Okay? Yeah, that's where, in fact, I've got videos, even the blackface videos over there. If you go to the beginning of our set, you'll see the blackface video. Pretty cool, huh? Now, it's not the original blackface video. It's actually this 2014 version, because I pulled the original blackface video. It's like a Hummer, yeah. It's similar, Pittoro, yeah. It's a mobile travel center. I've got a roof here, complete sunroof. It's pretty cool. David, you seem really nervous since I mentioned glowy. No, not at all. No. The thing is, a lot of you people who've been believing that I'm a shill or something, you're out of your mind. How would I be a shill and be so censored all across the internet? Take care, Juan. Sleep well. How can I be a shill? Seriously. Stormy says, don't get 5G until they perfect it. Okay, Stormy. I'm planning on getting a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot tomorrow, so I won't have to do this kind of thing. We're going to see how that works. We're going to test it out. We're kind of throwing some money at it to see if it works. And if we can get it to work in a remote location, we'll do it. I have bug out safe zones that I have all over the country, and this is one of them that I have a tough time getting a mobile signal. So we're going to see if we can get that 5G network to go. Excuse me, the 4G network to work to its maximum. No, I can't bring you Sarah tonight because she's at the hotel, made me a little dinner, and she's relaxing. Voodoo Barbie Doll says, why are you not president? Because I've been censored. I can't even build an audience in U.S., censored in the U.S. No, I don't have in any way dissonant body language. I can honestly say that I am not a shill. There's no dissonant body language. You need to get behind somebody, and I can tell you, you're wasting your time not getting behind this party. If you're being directed by a bunch of idiots on 4chan not to support us, and they're shills working for the CIA. I've always suspected the CIA is nesting in 4chan. So when they're trying to dispense a BS story about me about being a shill, that's the CIA's sending that image out for you to listen to on the 4chan. Well, thank you, but having a great personality makes you glow, I guess. Yeah, I don't have the desire to necessarily be able to be president strictly for personal gain, because as you know, I've completely abdicated any self gain whatsoever. I'm not looking for material wealth. I'm not seeking anything that would give me a greater. I'm seeking connections with the rest of the world. I'm trying to reach everybody every night. Thank you. You probably heard a few of my voiceovers and not even known who I am. But reaching people is really my goal. If I can do it as president, that would be great, but I need your support to do that. In order to get the word out about this party, we absolutely have to have your word of mouth talking about it. It does not require you to make a donation. And since we don't get a donation from foreigners, we can't take any donations from anyone around the world. I simply want you to talk about how we're being censored and tell people about America's Third Party.com. It's that simple. And the more you tell people about us, the more likely we're going to get the critical mass necessary to beat these corrupt people who are trying to control our country. That'd be pretty cool to tour the country in a White House RV. That's kind of a funny idea. I do. If you go to davidsponheim.com, you can donate Bitcoins. Yeah, just hit the Bitcoin donation button. You can donate Bitcoins if you want. Up to $50. No more than 50. Actually, keep it at $49.99. All right? That meets the requirements of the FEC. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. So Bitcoin is really skyrocketing in value. What is Bitcoin at 11,000 now? The Dow Jones average is up 117. Let's see what Bitcoin is worth. Currently at 13,484. It's still going up. Wow. Canadian dollars. Oh, okay. Let's see where it's at on US. Oh, it's down. It's down to 10,270. Okay. So Bitcoin's still kind of reaching a kind of a leveling off point, or is it? We don't know. Yeah, DavidSponheim.com has a Bitcoin reception point if you want to donate. Thank you. Well, I think that there are some conspiracies that are really in play here. And the number one conspiracy I think everyone needs to look at, that we can call a fact. It could crash, rebound, yeah. I think the fact is they're trying to divide us into two parties. That's a fact. There's no way we can look at this any other way. I mean, the fact that Donald Trump is so divisive and Obama was so divisive on the left, Trump is so divisive on the right, means that they're putting these puppet leaders into the position of power to divide our country. And the last thing they want is a centrist presidential candidate like myself seeking to find common ground. I think you get that, right? That's the simplest answer to why many of the differences between the parties are so accentuated by Donald Trump and by Barack Obama. Obama and the leftists like Ocasio-Cortez, Beto O'Rourke, they literally seem like they're aligned with Marxist ideology. They seem like they're communist, and they're pushing us farther toward LGBTQ and destroying the morality of our country. That's called demoralization. This is a technique that the Soviets used in Russia. No, my cat's not going to pee because she's got a box to pee in. Yeah, she's got a box, and I'm going to get her fresh dirt later. Yes, thank you. But she's a good cat. She's really sweet. You wouldn't believe how sweet she is. Anyway, they're purposely dividing the country and getting away with it. It's been happening for some time, and it's getting worse. And you're wondering why our country's so separated, why Republicans hate Democrats, why Democrats hate Republicans, because it's all by design. It's their purpose to create this separation that's currently keeping our country down. Divide and conquer, that's their central theme. No, it's okay. You don't have to send me a suit. Thank you, though. We're on a road trip, so don't send any suits. Thank you. You're lost? Well, I hope you're found here. We're centrist. Now, I'll tell you why I'm centrist. I believe that you have the right to bear arms. You have the right to defend yourself. Our Second Amendment rights need to be upheld. The Democrats don't believe that. I also believe that, oppositely, we have a real need to fix this environmental problem that we have currently, lots of environmental problems. And we also have to deal with the homeless issues that the Democrats aren't addressing. But we can't just tax and spend like they are. We have to at least get people a chance to improve their lives, but we can't just tax and spend and keep dumping it into black holes. So unlike the Democrats who want to tax and spend, I want to find ways in which our government can earn return on investment and actually function in a sustainable business model. Yeah, so that's why we're right in the middle of the political spectrum. And that's why I think we're going to have a strong showing in the upcoming elections once people realize they can actually vote. Right now, most people in America don't vote. 55% of our country does not vote that could vote. And if we could get people who don't vote to vote for me, we'd have the majority of voters, believe it or not. The numbers actually work from that level. Okay, you guys are talking to each other in our chat room and you're hijacking my chat. So you want to talk about the issues or not? Because I'm not here doing doing a show to talk about you drinking at your house and gay stuff. All right? So you can pull that down and that down. Now we can talk, okay? Thanks. Yeah, I'm going to purge you. If you're going to talk about your gay stuff here, I want you to talk about what we're talking about right now, because you're not really addressing the subjects that I'm bringing up.
Introducing the Aquarius Porta-Bidet, a revolution in simplicity and portability. A bidet offers dramatic cleanliness and hygiene benefits. Weighing less than 2 kilograms, the Porta-Bidet is a clever, low-cost solution to ensure a bidet is available in every toilet facility. Unlike a plugged bidet, the Aquarius can be fitted in seconds by anyone. Second, connect the box and douche arm using the larger pipe. Temperature into the box using the filler jug. Bidet anywhere. It will fit into your suitcase for holidays or weekends away. Avoiding.
I'd love to get a porta bidet. Yes.
Manchester attacks in London and the Grenfell Tower.
Yeah.
So if you know the words, join in.
Liam Gallagher. Yeah, the Grenfell Tower incident was a very serious story. There's a conspiracy theory that they actually burned those people down in the Grenfell Tower because they wanted to get rid of them. They tried to evict everybody from that tower 2 years prior, you know, in England. There's a conspiracy theory that they just set fire to all these people and torched them. Yeah. That's a pretty good theory. There's evidence that that could be true. They are afraid of me. Yeah. I am too free-minded for these people who run the country. Head. David, I love you, but it's impossible to distinguish your subjects from glowy safety valve subjects. Not at all, Head. Every subject we take on in Conspiracy Monday is raw, and even my first conspiracy theory that they took out all the files of the Whitewater case by the burning and takedown of the bombing of the Oklahoma City building. Nobody's ever talked about that. I even revealed that one of the missing links in that case was a man who looks very much like James Comey. That's a pretty intense conspiracy theory. Yeah. They can't find my location anywhere, LL Video. Yeah, I'm on a VPN running out of Singapore. There's no way they can backtrack me. I'm completely safe in the show. Yeah, there's no way they could find out where I'm located. It's impossible. They can't backtrace through the VPN that I'm using because it's extremely safe. I've studied VPNs for years, and I can tell you that some of them are run by the government and some of them are not. The one I'm running off of is not run by the government. Well, I have a little bit of green, my green bottle right here. Let me spray it on my face. It's my fruit enzyme. There you go. You know, we're actually we're doing something that I think is revolutionary. You know, there's not a lot of people who can actually do a show from anywhere in the country, from any location, and we've got that ability. So this has taken a long time to perfect, but I assure you, it is very real. I started broadcasting in 1971 on 1-inch tape when I was 11 years old. I started my audio video career. I've been in broadcasting professionally for 30 years and decided to retire, 9 years ago? And just decided, hey, I'm going to do this show anywhere, anytime using my abilities, and it works. That's why they're so afraid of me. Because I am able to pull this off, and they don't know how to stop me. That's an unusual capability, and they don't have any clue as to how to stop this whole process. Isn't that cool, being able to do this? You know, I never was able to do even video editing easily until, 1991, when nonlinear editing started to be Actually, 1996 really was the beginning of the nonlinear editing era. And then I proceeded with just getting equipment that could just do a show. I'm not in any way part of a CIA operation. You guys are being led down that pathway by the CIA nesting at 4chan. Do you really believe that the CIA can't buy anybody on 4chan? Hang on, we got a band here. There you go. Do you really believe that the CIA cannot buy anybody they want on 4chan? I mean, they can control 4chan, and they do. And so they're sending out BS stories about me, about being a shill. For all I know, that guy, Head Teeth, you could be a shill. You could be a CIA agent trying to condemn me, claiming I'm a shill. We're tough. The American people are really the backbone of this country, and believe me, we're not like Donald Trump. He's a panty waste. I cannot access Larry right now. The entire show cannot feature Larry. It's basically, the 4chan group is controlled and operated by the CIA. I hate to tell you that. So is Alex Jones. He works in tandem with the CIA. He's another shill. They make a lot of money. Alex Jones makes $20 million. No, I don't have that video either. Alex Jones makes $20 million a year. He's incredibly wealthy. He is, I don't make anything. And you're accusing me of being a shill, a man who makes nothing, not even a penny? I find it ironic that you would believe that I'm a shill when I make nothing. Yet my viewership is astronomical, way more than Alex Jones. And I'll keep this up too, because I am not going to sit back and watch people buy the media when I'm going to become the media. Now, I have a plan to fulfill this goal, and it's not some ridiculous half-cocked plan. It's a very strong plan. And slowly I will begin the process of becoming the media. I turned down $300 million one night. Marshall McLuhan said back in 1971 that the media is the message. Now, if I want to convey a message, I have to become the media. That means that I'm going to be featuring story after story in our show as time goes on and commenting on it. Where the media becomes less interesting, we will become more interesting. And I've got a few ideas to make our show better when I get back home. Just because I'm 10 and a half years into this doesn't mean I'm going to, peter out. We're going to get better and better as time goes on. It's terrible what's going on in South America. I know. 4chan has controlled opposition against Alex Jones to make themselves look legit. Just like Alex Jones' entire channel of 2 million subscribers was cut from YouTube, that was designed to make him look legit because he's starting to look like a shill to everybody who knows that he won't talk about the Zionist elitists that control this country. I can't do a Conspiracy Monday show without discussing they offered me $300 million to cease and desist what I'm doing. And I said no. No, I'm cool in the parking lot. I'm okay. I'm just going to, wrap it up in about 20 or 30 minutes. No big deal. Alex Jones won't mention people in charge. He won't mention the Zionist elitists because he's one of them. Bob Lazar seems like a fake alien agenda guy. Joe Rogan's part of the same group, Sacred Cow Productions, that Kevin Booth and Donald and Alex Jones, the current guy playing Alex Jones, his name was, he had a character prior to that. Yeah. Bill Hicks. That's who Alex Jones is. He played Bill Hicks for a while. Then he faked his death and then changed to Alex Jones. The real Alex Jones is gone. He's history. I just wanted to give you a heads up on that because there's no way you're going to figure that out on your own. First of all, Joe Rogan is a BS artist just like Alex Jones. Anybody who has that many YouTube hits is lying to you. The people who are really trying to tell you the truth have a fixed number of subscribers like me. Now, I may be cut off the internet at any time with what I'm telling you, but I've had the same number of subscribers, check it out, for the past 9 years on YouTube. Yeah, that's a great story of me walking into the general manager's office of Safeway. I inspired them to create the O brand. I'm very proud of that story. I didn't make any money on it, but I'm proud of the fact that I started that guy off. He got so excited. I was like, great, I got a sale. He said, no, I don't want any of your stuff. I'm just going to build my own organic food business. It's like, wow. Okay. Help people. Just get pesticides out of food, herbicides out of food. That'd be great. And he did. So I inspired him to do that. And I was the guy that did it in 1985. I walked into his office and just kicked him into gear. I'm really proud of it. Yeah. You're welcome. And I'm glad that we were able to spread the word about organics back in the early days. I did a marketing package to over 50 different markets with 50 pages of supportive evidence about organic food. It was a smart move. I made a lot of people wake up to organic food, and now they've been profiting and helping people stay at least healthy. And there's solid proof that organic food will limit your possibilities of getting cancer. Yeah, they found definite connections between organic food and less cancer. There is a solid piece of evidence. I don't have it on this hard drive, but I've got it back at the studio. So, yeah, we showed it one night. But bear in mind, we cannot possibly let these people control our environment. And believe me, the Democrats and Republicans have done nothing to clean up the act of big polluters like Dow Chemical and Monsanto. We have not seen any major progress since the Clean Air Act of 1970. Let's not kid ourselves. The Democrats, Republicans are lame duck parties. They need to end their time and allow this third party to grow. You can't beat your own record of 5 million on pinball. Well, you're a pinball wizard, man. You ought to write Elton John saying you inspire me. Well, good for you. I guess you've topped out on the record. I'm glad I turned you on to that show. And, Chat Room Celebrity showed us the way, gave us the link to Web Oasis, which is the top link at coolrock.com on the right. Okay, Sunstar, sleep well. Thank you for coming in. Get some rest. Yeah, if you go to coolrock.com and click on the right link at the top, the blue box, that takes you to Web Oasis, and then you'll drop down and you'll see the pinball machine. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of other videos. You actually play an interactive Walking Dead show where you can actually target Walking Dead people. No, you don't. No donations, please. I have no need for foreign donations. Thank you. Right, a lot of people have debunked Bob Lazar. Many people believe that Bob Lazar is an agent for the government who's been pitching an alien agenda theme. Yeah, it's part of a plan to turn everything, trivialize everything, and turn it into an alien agenda. Okay, we got some video here, tiny URL. Let's see. The secret Border Patrol Facebook agents joke about. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at this story real quick. Inside the secret Border Patrol Facebook group where agents joke about migrant deaths and post sexist memes. The 3-year-old group, which had roughly 9,500 members, shared derogatory comments about Latina lawmakers who planned to visit a controversial Texas detention facility on Monday, calling them scum buckets and hoes. Wow. That would include Ocasio-Cortez, who said that women are drinking out of the toilets. She said this is real. I mean, I actually believe her on this one. I don't believe she ever graduated from UMass with an economics degree. I'm still looking into that. But I believe her on this one. Discussing throwing burritos at the Latino members of Congress visiting a detention facility. Wow. Whoa, that's quite a story. In one exchange group, responded with indifference and wisecracks to the post of a news story about a 16-year-old Guatemalan migrant who died in May while in custody at Border Patrol Station in West Laco. One posted a GIF of Elmo with a quote, "Oh well." Another responded with an image of the world's "If he dies, he dies." Wow. The Facebook group is called I'm 10-15 and boasts 9,500 members, mostly from Border Patrol, who like to joke about hurting and seriously harming aliens. Wow. And of course, Trump is denying mistreating anybody, even though he's got 4,500 kids displaced from their families right now. And they don't even care what the kids are, they're in cages and zip ties and Mylar blankets. Okay, I've seen enough. Thank you, Scissor Fight. That's enough to make me sick. Well, let's be clear. I don't believe, since the National Security Act of 47, I don't believe that American elections are legit in many ways. The Diebold voting system has been proven to be riggable. I would be more than willing to get behind a fence along the border with Mexico, like my original idea in 2009 or 2008 when I started talking about the border fence. Trump stole the idea of a 1,000-mile fence. You don't want to do that. Don't donate from a Nigerian prince. Thank you. So we're seriously concerned that the Nazi Party actually embedded themselves in our government. Now, if you're hearing my words right now, you know that this is a serious thing. Now, we beat the Germans in World War II, but the question is, did we beat the Nazis? And since we brought so many people into our country through Operation Paperclip, you got to wonder how many of them really, really are still involved, and their children are involved in manipulating our country. Now, in 2012, Obama signed the National Defense Authorization Act into law, which nullified a very important ruling that occurred in 1946 called the Smith-Mundt Act, designed to prevent propaganda from being dispensed to the American people like Hitler did to his German people. Well, now they've suspended the Smith-Mundt Act, M-U-N-D-T, and they have managed to simply continue the propagandizing, initiating false flags with no proof of anyone dying to scare you into thinking gun control is necessary. They can lie to you with green screens like the Pentagon did in 2010. They showed you a bunch of beheadings. It was all fake. Fake green screen beheadings is what it was. So they're able to do this now legally, and they think that's okay. So there's a hardened group of people. Hang on. What's happening? Are you going down on the chair? What's happening with you? Oh, you dropped the water. Oh, you poor little girl. Oh, hang on. She had a bath. Okay, hang on. Let me sop that up. Yeah, it had to happen. Okay, there you go. That'll take care of it. Yeah, you shouldn't be dropping your water, Amber. Let me soak it up. It's just water. Yeah. Huh. I was wondering why she got up so fast. She dropped the water on herself. Okay. Yeah, she dropped the water on herself. Yeah, she got a little bath. We did pretty well tonight, I must say. Yeah, well, Sarah does, yeah, no. Amber will not be sleeping in a car. No, we have a safe house that we have people that I looking after a place where we'll be spending a couple months. So don't worry, we'll be here. If I drop off at any time, bear in mind, we cannot control the signal, the Wi-Fi signal. All right. Well, that's very interesting about this network online that, oh, Trump says tanks will be on display in Washington? Okay. Okay. For July 4th, Trump is going to display tanks? That's hilarious. Well, let's be clear. Yeah, I find that hilarious, the guy. Well, no, I'm not in a safe house right now. That's why I'm getting a Wi-Fi hotspot tomorrow to take to my safe house. We just arrived at the the area of our safe house. So I know, I see that. No new tanks. I can't believe Trump wants to actually send tanks out there and display them like it was like he was a Nazi or a Soviet warlord. Tanks are on the way. Trump said on Monday that the Pentagon would put military tanks on display on Thursday in Washington as part of his plan to turn the annual 4th of July celebration in the nation's capital into a salute to the country's military prowess. Oh, you know, nobody asked for a junta leader like Kim Jong-un. I mean, this is ridiculous. Trump is off his rocker. Oh, this is not the country we ever dreamed of, is it? Thank you, Scissor Fight, for bringing that to us. No, I'm not staying there. Again, I believe that the people at 8chan and 4chan are co-opted by the CIA. I really believe that. You guys are talking to agents at 4chan that have been co-opted. They're trying to spin a story about me being a shill when I'm the only honest person out there. Yeah. I think you're kind of missing the point, you guys at 4chan. You don't realize your entire network has been compromised by the CIA. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Yeah, Mark has got access to Russian money. These people can't stop me. I'm telling you, I'm way better than they are at what I do, which is the American people will do whatever it takes to save this nation. They can't stop me. Good luck with that, buddy. Yeah. I'm going to fold my shirt so it doesn't get wrinkled for tomorrow night. I've got my white shirt here all set up. Nice fold on it so it doesn't wrinkle. It's already wrinkled. Okay. 8chan's been compromised too. Where do you think they got the money to start these things? My goodness. Are you people that dense that you don't realize these networks are controlled by the government? Get with the program. Now, I am not controlled by anybody. And I assure you, this show goes on despite the fact that I'm on vacation. So, yeah. No, I will never meet Mark, nor will I ever discuss anything with him because he's completely co-opted and controlled by Russian agents. I know that. Sarah does have influence over me, I will agree. When you live with a woman as wonderful as Sarah, you have to at least recognize that she has very smart ideas, and you have to, always look at that as a possibility. Sarah has been an immense help to me, and I would never have been able to even do this without Sarah. I know you were hoping to see her, but you can't until soon. Tomorrow we'll be able to get her on the show. She's wonderful. A lot of you guys would love to have a woman in your life like Sarah. No, Sarah is not in any way any kind of an agent of any sort. I've vetted her 100%. She's the real deal. Without her, I never would have been able to do this. Good girl. Sorry you got wet. You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. You got it. Look at you. Yeah. Oh, you're on camera. Oh, good girl. Yes. Oh, boy, she's looking out the window. Check that out. Here's a cat cam for you. Let's get a picture on her. There she is. The cat cam. Whoa, where you going? You gonna go on my leg? There you go. Good girl. She's on my knee right now, I see her. Isn't she something? She's 16 years old. Isn't that great? Yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been an amazing experiment in daily broadcasting. I can't tell you, there's nobody in the world who's done this. Yeah. Heath says it's public now. Some dumb FBI glowy on 8chan posted random hateful crap that don't want to based on his postings. Wow. Well, that's probably your head. That's probably what you need to verify. There are FBI agents on those networks, and they're sending very bad messages about me because they can't control me. Truly, I'm the best at this effort of broadcasting, and there's nobody who can even get near what we do. I know. I'm Mr. Right. I'm the real deal. Yeah. Let's see if we have a Mr. Right song in here. Let's see if it'll play.
Cause you make me melt away. My Mr. Right, too good. You turn my world around. Cause you're the peace I find. They found. You sweep me off my feet. My heart stops to beat. Cause you make me melt away. Cause you make me melt away. My Mr. Right, too good to be true.
Hey, we got the song. Great. Mobile Surfcast here. Hey, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. We got a few minutes left to talk about what's going on in the country. I'm doing the best I can to keep this ball alive. You can keep talking about a third party to people that you know, and that's going to help a lot. You got to understand, the FBI will condemn themselves on 8chan to gain credibility. Yeah. They've got all kinds of methods. Like I told you, they kicked Alex Jones off of YouTube just to make it seem like he was legit, and then they put him back on a different channel with 2 million subscribers. I mean, they're playing you people. You want the real deal, go to our site and you'll hear stories right out of the blue, like I talked about tonight on our show. I brought up 6 conspiracy theories that are right now on my top list of things we need to address. Yeah. Alex Jones, he watches our show. Remember when the Abbottabad story broke about Osama bin Laden not being the real Osama bin Laden? It was all fake to cover up the birth certificate issue. That was my story. Alex Jones ran with that story that day. I saw him repeat everything I said on my show out of his SUV and his webcam. He actually did a show that day running my story. Yeah, and he had like 50,000 views. I got, what, 2? I'm being heavily censored on YouTube. If I was a real shill, I would not be censored on YouTube. They just pulled one of my videos from 2017 last month. I reposted it at 153news.org/third party if you want to watch it. In 1 week, we got 1,000 hits at 153news.org. We got 1,000 hits. In 2 years, I only got 2 hits. 2 people watched it. Yeah, 2 million people watched on YouTube. It only reads 2 people on the list of how many people watched it. We got this cat purring here. That's pretty good. Okay, Ann, you got a mandate on YouTube. Corn, GSM, Iran. EPA mandate versus general welfare. Okay. I'm going to watch that later on my YouTube channel. Thank you. I'll look at it later. I don't play videos tonight because, of course, our video segment is down because of this show. I know that a Christian man runs 153 News, yes. He's the only guy putting out an excellent alternative to YouTube. I wouldn't doubt the FBI got caught with screen caps of their agent making hate-inciting comments on 8chan. I believe that that's true, Head. I'm telling you, both of those channels are co-opted. I'm not. No, believe me, I know 153news.net has a lot of support, and they recently got taken down, and now they're at 153news.org. I'll look into it, and Scissor Fight and I have been, kind of keeping track of this stuff. Hey, man, you have 2 cats out of the one? Excellent. I didn't know you had 2 cats. I love cats. Thank you, man, for coming in. This cat's purring. Listen to her purrs. Let me play this for you. You hear the purrs? Yeah, they're now 153news.org. They got taken down as .net. Yeah, seriously. You guys at 4chan are getting some false news about 153 News. They're trying to make that seem like a bad channel when it's the only one out there who's trying to do what they knew. Okay, I'll be looking into 153 News now, Mike. But thank you for giving me a heads up. But how do you know that's not BS coming out of the agents that work the backbone of 4chan? So you've got a 6-year-old kitty and a 10-year-old kitty? Excellent. Well, Mike, I'm certainly looking into, whatever you got. If you got information about 153news.org, I'm open, but go to 153news.org/third party and you'll see my videos. I've gotten a lot of hits on it. Dogbone, I'm in my car because we're on a trip to my safe house. We're getting a Wi-Fi hotspot so I can deliver a message from the safe house on a test tomorrow. There's a possibility our show will be okay to watch, or maybe it'll be a kind of low frames per second. We're trying to test out the hotspot idea. Tomorrow is our test. So I'm doing a show right now from a Wi-Fi hotspot, but tomorrow I'm going to be creating my own Wi-Fi hotspot with an account. We're going to try to broadcast from that. Okay, Head, I'll take a look at the Zero Hedge cover of an 8chan FBI agent issuing a search warrant for anyone who commented on Poway. Thank you. Yeah, well, you guys seem to be on the inside of knowing more about 4chan and 8chan. So, bear in mind, I'm always aware of how they're manipulating those networks against me. I've had attacks from 4chan many, many times, and we've defeated these people in trying to attack us. I'm the survivor on the internet that keeps going. You lived in a car for 2 weeks? Wow, Pastor Meatball. I lived in a car for 2 months, so this comes easy to me. I did a great broadcast when I was younger and tested it out. It worked great. You might want to go to Winco when you get home. The bulk food section. Sarah and I did a shopping spree at Winco in 1998 when I met her. And we still have a, how could it be a Honda Beep when it's a Toyota Sienna? Meow TV called it as a 2015 Toyota Sienna. Anyway, how can I possibly tell you how important food supplies are? If you have no food in your cupboard right now, you're a fool. You need to get food in your cupboard right away. Seriously. I would recommend peanut butter and crackers at the very least. We may go through a period of time where there's not a lot of food. Don't kid yourself. Even if you're sitting in their cabinet, that peanut butter won't rot, I assure you. Peanut butter has one of the longest shelf lives of anything out there. There you go, Winco Foods, shop, shop, shop. We still have a lot of the food we bought in 1998 that's dried goods like dried beans and rice. It doesn't go bad. Honey will last 10,000 years. I'm already on my 20th year. My honey supply is actually, no, I have a honey supply from 1985, organic Tupelo honey. So yeah, I'm approaching 34 years. My honey's 34 years old, honey. Oh, this is real honey, man. This is Tupelo honey. It's a company called Jack's Honey Company that went out of business. They used to make honey out in the middle of the desert, Tupelo honey. And I've got at least, I'd say 30, 40 pounds of that honey still. Yeah, the best storage of anything out there, honey. Okay, honey. Hey, I won't be uploading this show till tomorrow, but this has been a good show. I really appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me tonight. We do shows from Wi-Fi hotspots whenever we can, but I'm shooting for a Monday through Saturday schedule once I get my hotspot. Tomorrow I'm testing it out. I got a proprietary hotspot I'm buying tomorrow. And we're hoping to get this thing working so we can do a broadcast from our remote safe house. We've got a few of the safe houses out there, so, you know, wherever we are, we can get to a place that we can, you know, do a show. But we're trying to hone our safe house electronic capability. That hasn't been developed yet. No donations. I'm not materialistic. No, I don't want any money or any donations from foreigners. Thank you. Well, let's just say I'm somewhere in the United States. Yeah. And we're doing a show every night, even though we're on travel. I can't turn this down because, remember, these people are trying to stop me in the worst way. No donations. I know you want to, but you can't. I'm just going to tell Sarah I'm almost done here. I'm texting her. Let me see if I can use the speaker system on here. Almost done. Period. I'll be home soon. Love you. Okay. Okay. I just sent her a message saying, I'm almost done. I'll be home soon. Love you. That's sweet. Okay, everybody. Well, this is controlled chaos. Doing a show from behind the wheel of a car, idling. But I found out I can do it from this location. So at the worst case scenarios, I can do the show tomorrow, even if I have a bad signal from my safe house. Okay? So if the show comes on at 6 and is not very good, I'm going to be able to do the show at 7. Okay? Yeah, we have Amber with me. Look at her. You see her? Hang on. Whoopsie. There we go. There she is. Say hello, kitty. Yeah, she's 10 years old. She's absolutely the most adorable cat I've ever had in my life. She's just the best. I love her so much. Oh, she's incredible. if you get lucky enough to have a lap kitty this wonderful, I'm telling you, life is sweet. Well, 16 years ago, I asked the Lord for a little lap kitty, and I can't even believe it just happened. It's like we saved her from near extinction. She was one of she was a survivor. Her mother had chlamydia. Love you too. She wanted me to know if I should make a salad. I said, yes, please. Salad. Hang on. I'm gonna go to this voice to text feature. It's awesome. You don't have to even type anything. I would love a salad. That would be awesome. Okay. All right, I'm going to go and wrap this up. This has been an awesome broadcast. Let me check you guys at iVlog. You have to wait for your deep dish pizza? Oh, that makes my mouth water. Thank you. My cat is living in my mobile travel center. Yeah, she has her own little cat box here. I said 9:30, I meant 9:30. Oh, it's not even 9. Yeah, no, I said 9 o'clock, Johnny. We have a 6 to 9 show here. It's our travel time. It's our original show was 6 to 8, but I'm doing a 6 to 9 show. Okay? Yeah, nice try there, Johnny. Yeah, my MTC, the Mobile Travel Center. We've created it. If you guys ever want to do a mobile travel center, you gotta have a really good setup. You gotta have to have HEPA filtration, Wi-Fi, ion cleansers, mobile cell phones, burnable cell phones, yeah, prepaid plans. Nope, you're not getting a tour of the MTC. No, we're kind of in a secret location. Hey, thanks, Ad the One. I appreciate it, man. I don't have any CIA handlers, dude. I'm the real deal. Get behind it. Seriously. Yeah, our normal show is 5 to 10 p.m., and then we do the video show, but this is our travel show. It originally started at 6 to 8, and then we went to 6 to 9. Our original show started only a 2-hour show. I used to stay, I expanded the show because of the tremendous demand. But I'll upload this show tomorrow. Right now I'm going to go visit Sarah, and she's going to make me a salad. It's going to be good. Yeah, we have a little motel room. I very rarely motel it. I usually travel in hotels. But we're in a remote location, and we're heading to our safe house tomorrow. I'm not in hiding. We're on a 2-month vacation because Sarah gets a lot of vacation time. Well, no, she's making me a Waldorf salad tonight. I'm no CIA agent, dude. Get with the program. The CIA has contaminated 4chan and 8chan. They're trying to control your mind. No, she's making me a Waldorf, Johnny. That's not funny, man. Well, thank you guys for coming in and giving me some good links. Thanks, Scissor Fight, for the great links that you sent us. Not a lot of stuff in the news. Not at all. No way. I'm no spook, dude. Yeah, we've got every reason to believe that they don't want me to succeed. We know that much is true. The conspiracy theory is they're afraid of an honest man as a president, and they'll do everything they can to stop that. That's the conspiracy theory. And believe me, it's coming up as a conspiracy fact. The way they're trying to throw money at Mark to stop me hasn't worked. You can go what if all you want. They got people believing I'm some sort of a computer program. That's ridiculous. I'm the real deal, and I can tell you there's nobody else out there who's got this much commitment. Don't be freaked out. I'm not an agent of the government, I assure you. Oh, there's an immigration settlement with Motel 6. DHS has been getting all kinds of information. Motel 6 is going to pay $12 million after giving a guest list to ICE. That's great. It's the best news I've heard all day long. Yeah. CNN. They've been working with DHS and giving guest lists to ICE. Yeah, it happens. Seriously. Yeah, they've been complicit in turning people in. $12 million to settle a lawsuit.
Wow. These practices definitely costing big here, Fred, to this motel chain. Let me explain to you how this process worked according to the Washington State Attorney General's office. According to their investigation and this settlement here, staff at some of these Motel 6 locations, at least 7 across the state, would reportedly share information with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. What kind of information? Not only guest names, but also their driver's license numbers, license plate information as well, their date of births as well, and their room numbers. And as you mentioned here, some of these investigations did lead to detentions and eventual deportation for some of these individuals. Now, we should also mention, Fred, that according to this practice here, at least one location member of Washington, or I should say 2, ICE agents would visit the location, and then staff at that location would hand over lists after circling guests
with Latino-sounding names. And again, this is all coming out of documents that were released by the Attorney General's office. Those ICE agents would then take those lists, come back later, and potentially detain some of these individuals. Motel 6 has issued a statement saying that they are pleased to have reached a settlement in this matter. But at the same time, they're also saying that they promise to make sure that the information of their guests is top priority, and it really does have to be. As part of this legal agreement, Fred, they have to not only pay restitution to some of these roughly 80,000 guests, but they also have to provide training for their employees to make sure that they are aware that a warrant would be required to obtain this kind of information, because according to this investigation, there were no warrants that were filed. The staff there simply handed over those lists.
Wow. Okay, here's an example right there of how our government is having an intrusive control over people, and they're not even getting their legal rights protected. Wow, this is a good sign that there's legal parameters within which the Motel 6 is going to have to function now. So Motel 6 is going to have their wings clipped. DHS cannot just grab those lists without warrants. That's the best link I've heard all night. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, signing off from a remote location somewhere in the United States. Yeah, I don't release any personal information at motels. My hotels are actually accessing information off a general account that we use. All right, thank you very much. Hey guys, it's been wonderful. Keep up the faith that a third party is the way out in the center of the political spectrum. I'll be talking to you later. Signing off from Anywhere USA. Take care, everybody. Good night. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Take care. Free love. Let's do it. Take care. That's it.